And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 121. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your 2025. I am, because I am sticking by exactly what I said I was going to do, putting out consistent content in a shorter time frame on my comic book channel. I uploaded a channel update video. I dropped my Amazing Spider-Man World Without Fear Volume 1 review, and then I dropped my newest comic book haul. 3 videos in a row, and guess what? I already recorded more videos with Savage Dad on these shows for news videos to release to you guys as I go and read more books, because I have to kind of read them to review them for you, obviously. So I've been doing that, and on this channel, I managed to drop the video based around Gooner Gamergate, whatever the fuck we called it when we did it at that point with Savage Dad and me and Arza. And after that, I dropped a Lily Phillips video, which a lot of you guys liked. It gets crazy. We did that, and I was like, wait a minute. I technically did a video there where I could just shit on modern women. What better way to shit on modern women than a girl being like, hey, I slept with 100 guys in a day? It's like, oh my God, I can only get so hard. Yes, I love
too much negativity in this world.
Oh, God. You know what? Negativity, I feed off of it, and then I turn it into positivity. Yeah, I made that work, actually. And just letting you guys know tonight, this is something to be fair, this is something that we did do on the Iron Man podcast before, but the only reason why we stopped doing it, and we never technically stopped doing it, is because I got so far behind clipping things out and putting them up. It was because we did anything wrong, or anybody did anything wrong or ruined the videos. It's because I got behind. So moving forward, generally speaking, on Monday and Wednesday, when we have the shows, when we have panels, we're going to do videos on the show. So if you want to watch it live, obviously the VOD's going to skip anyway, regardless. But if you only care to watch it pre-recorded, or essentially clipped out is what you kids call it nowadays, those videos are going to be up, right? Because I don't want to get behind this year on news like I did last year. And there's still relevant stuff to talk about from last year to this year anyway, because it hasn't really happened yet. So it's not really technically old, right? So to not get behind, we're going to make sure we get at least the round number that I want, generally speaking, so I don't kill myself talking to you cloud chasing fucks every week, is essentially 3 videos, essentially, based around, could be topics that people are going over as far as anything, right? And this happens for Monday and Wednesday. The reason not we do it on Saturday is because Saturday, I literally get off about an hour before the show, and I have no energy to do videos. I literally don't. I have nothing on Saturday to give for anyone. So that's why on Saturday, we do it more of a chill with the boys kind of vibe, get back, relax, drink a beer, have sex with each other, eat each other out, blow each other.
Why? Why?
Oh, so
we're not even 5 minutes in. Look, I would do that all with everyone here except for MSK.
Okay, so he's a white supremacist. Good Lord, man.
Next question.
But I want to make sure everyone knows that when we're on shows, productive, make sure your mics, everyone knows it beforehand anyway. Make sure your mics are good. Make sure you don't sound like fucking Mr. Krabs, obviously, because you gotta understand, I have not shitting on people. I have a bigger audience than a lot of people do, so I do not want them getting videos that are not good. That is the standard. They have to be good. That is it. If they're not good, I'll chuck them shits into the garbage because I don't care. Videos are good. No ifs, ands, or buts. So, yes, we're going to do intros really quickly, and then we're going to start getting into some of the topics that we have. So, Bob loves movies. What's up, man? How you doing? You also hit 1K, too. He's part of 1K group. Fist bump, bro.
What's your opinion on movies, Bob?
Well, it depends on the movie, because
all right.
See some real stinkers this year, but no, doing pretty good. My goal for 2025 was to get 1,000 subs and get monetized. I hit 1,000 subs on January 1st. Video of my channel was monetized on January 2nd. So
year's done.
Great.
Good night.
Good night.
You got 360 days left to go.
That's right. We got plenty of time. We'll see what happens now.
I told you, make that Bob Loves Porn YouTube channel. Do it on Pornhub. I guarantee you get so many subs. Probably not like ones you want or ever want to interact with.
I don't think I want those subs, so I think I'm good.
Those aren't the kind of subs you want.
Good Lord, man. All right.
The opinions of NSK do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the rest of the panel.
Actually, they do. Everyone here agrees with me. Privately, they do. They just don't do it publicly, which says something, All right. Arza, our resident DEI hire gay man. What's going on, dude?
Oh, nothing much. I haven't been uploading recently. I apologize to everybody. Some family obligations, I'm in the Midwest southern area, so I've been hit by that giant ice storm. Lost power for about 8 hours yesterday. No, not probably around like 5 hours yesterday. So no videos in a while, and as soon as I can, I will upload more videos. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm trying to get back on a schedule, but until the semester starts, I have no guarantee of a schedule.
Huh? I saw a girl post a half naked photo. I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
A naked girl on the internet?
Crazy.
I don't believe
MSK
you.
following a naked girl on the internet? Crazy.
Actually, it's not, because I'm not a flaming homosexual. So I will definitely look at naked women, you know? It's just what I do. Huh, good lord. Fucking kids, man. It's okay.
I need like 30 seconds.
That's okay. No worries. All right. Our guest tonight is Godfield Universe, aka Dan. He's been he was on the Iron Man podcast for a one-on-one a while ago when we had that show, but he was recently on the MSK show for a one-on-one talking about his comic book. He's an indie comic book creator. Obviously, go and check his books out. Obviously, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Because tonight he was like, man, I want to go chill with the boys tonight. And I was like, you know what? We got an extra spot. You know, first time. You know, the wife's been kind of mean to you. The kids are being little fucking shits. They don't want to go to bed or whatever. It's like, I need time with the boys. You know, I was like, you know what? I'll give you a shoulder cry on. I love the white man. You know,
that's
the white
exactly
man
what
is
happened.
everything for me. In that order, actually. The woman was like, why don't our bills paid? Why don't you get a fucking job, bitch? No, okay, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all.
No, I'm happy to be here. We're doing like the press tour thing. I love talking to Master King, man. Like you are Master Swag King, man. You're one of the chillest dudes on here. You actually can keep a conversation. Like a lot of people you talk to, it's like dull. You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason he can keep a conversation is because he has to steal it first. You're still muted. You're still muted, Darnell.
He surrounds himself with a panel that pretty much carries the conversation for him.
No, I mean his one-on-ones are great. Like I loved it.
I'm just looking at pictures of women personally.
I rest my case.
Can you share them? Can you share them?
No, I can't share these. I only look at them for science purposes.
Go on Netflix and watch Raw. Rhea Ripley, dude. Oh, she's so gorgeous.
Raw, is that where she's like
no spoilers?
movie?
No spoilers on that.
I'm just telling you, she's on it.
I'm going back to watch later.
But that's the horror movie, right? From a couple of years ago.
Huh? No, it's
Raw.
wrestling.
Oh,
It starts. WWE debuts tonight on.
man, I haven't watched wrestling since Bret Hart. I love the sharpshooter, man.
He's looking bad too.
The Hitman, man, I love him.
Oh, and as you guys know, tonight Netflix is premiering, obviously, Raw. You know, no, I don't. That's what I do in women. Obviously, I don't wear condoms because condoms are for fucking losers. But you know, Raw's on. The Rock came out. John Cena had some fun. You know, if you like wrestling,
spoilers. I'm watching it later.
Guys, it's wrestling.
It's wrestling. It's for losers.
No spoilers.
Wrestling is literally for the biggest losers of all time.
I think someone might have gotten punched.
If you
Got
were
it there, then.
I'm just pointing out only sweaty, fat neckbeards like wrestling.
Hey.
I definitely thought you were going to see a lot of different words there.
Who are you surrounded by, man?
Okay, I'll say I've met a lot of black people that are into wrestling too. That's people say there's no black fans of wrestling.
Well, no,
kidding?
Black person I've met in my life is
black
into
people are
wrestling.
only fans of wrestling because they got to be able to secure that chicken nugget bucket.
Man, that one fell hard.
Yeah,
That was flawed from the ground.
that was
up.
the reaction I expected. I didn't want to laugh. I wanted no laughs.
Darnell, where the hell are you? Why is like the sun outside?
Oh, that's my my lights.
Oh,
I'm just
man,
pointing
man
out.
looking like he's on the beach right now. Like 2 p.m.
Well, if I could get my
You in
green screen,
Singapore?
my green screen only does about this much because of the camera. The camera picks up too much background. I
Why
would
can't
have
you
a
change the
beach background.
camera?
I can't. It's this old fucking webcam.
Oh, okay. You can't make some
Okay.
cardboard and put it to like give it tunnel vision.
Hi,
forced
welcome
blinders
from
on this
my
camera.
tunnel.
POV, you're Darnell's wiener.
Oh no! Woo!
Hi,
It's a bit
welcome
wide,
from the
isn't it?
cave.
Man, Bob doesn't want to be here.
He never wants to be here. I'm shocked he comes.
So does his wife.
Why? Why do you
That's what
give
she
that
said.
softball?
Hey, he comes here for clout like everyone else does. I can give you clout, more subs, more dedicated subscribers.
All right. I just learned
I'm
about
waiting.
this.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, it's been a year and a half.
I hate these guys. You guys are trolling me.
I don't keep up with my YouTube like stuff. I should. I just don't.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
so
I think we're at like 100 subscribers or something. Like
that's
I
like
don't
the
know.
bare minimum. I'm glad you're able to achieve that.
Yeah, we don't try very hard.
If you're trying, what are you doing?
I'm too busy making books, man. I make books. I made like 3 or 4 this year.
What? Making books? I thought you're supposed to spend like 8 hours on stream trashing people. You're doing this wrong, man.
I can't trash people that long. I get tired. I'll start trashing myself.
Yeah, I will say this to people. I shit on a lot of people, not like actual directly. I do it through like movies and television, like comics. I don't got time to shit on actual people. Because I'll just shit on you through your work. And I also do this, just because I didn't like your work doesn't mean I don't like you as a person. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In my recent channel update video for my combo channel, I have to literally make sure I say this. When I shit on your work, I'm not shitting on you as a person. Please
That
don't
went
be
this
retarded.
way while say you're going this way. I'm gonna shit on you. I'm gonna shit on you what you create. That don't mean I don't like you as a person, but I'm still gonna shit on you. I'm gonna shit on you. That don't mean you a bad person.
Everyone gets this flame, and I don't hold no prisoners. You're
Oh,
all
Obviously,
yeah, I don't
Gakko is
mind,
a
like,
bad person because
I
he has
wouldn't
the
mind
gall.
like a less than optimal review. Like that doesn't bother me. Like some people aren't gonna like your work, so what?
But obviously, you have to be a bad person, Godfo, because what kind of decent person would actually release their books?
All right, okay.
That's the whole
okay.
thing. Like I don't. Like, dude, we got in the comic universe or Twitter sphere like a year ago, and we just I don't know. We don't know anybody. Like I was on a stream just now with Black Angus. I love that guy, but I know he doesn't like Ripaverse. I don't care. I'll talk to anybody. We had Doug Ernst from Iconic Comics on our channel like twice last month. I don't care. Like,
Look, I've spoken to exactly 3 comic creators, and none of them are famous or even in the sphere.
hold on. First time.
I just make jokes.
Most of us are not famous. Most
Yeah.
of these people are biting for the bottom of the barrel of popularity in the comic world. I want people to understand this when it comes to comics. It is such a niche that blew up to only just peak at a certain point. People are literally Mark Waid as a writer is not as famous or even known as someone like holy shit, Chris Terrio, who fucking wrote BVS. You're talking like a different level of popularity.
To be fair, when you're the writer of Heroes after season 1, people tend to forget who you are.
yeah, I forget that show existed, dog.
wait, that was a show with the Milo Ventimiglia. Remember that show? We have it on DVD. I only watched like
Mark
episode.
Waid wrote that.
No,
he was involved with it. I think he was a producer. I think he helped.
The only thing I know Mark Waid wrote was Kingdom Come, and that was good.
Well, he was involved with the TV show.
Do you know what's really crazy? That guy, even though despite him being mentally, literally retarded, like he's actually a socially inept loser.
I'm right here.
He's actually written a lot of stuff. Like people he didn't just write.
Can you believe a socially inept loser likes to write?
Almost as if like they couldn't hack in the real world.
But like all these women that killed themselves for their poetry.
Every writer I know.
Well, that's because they're writing poetry. Anyone does that deserves it.
I don't understand. Comic book people or just nerds are weird people. Like, do they get I would say, do they get shitted on pretty unjustifiably? Yeah, most of the time. But I say nerds don't beat your weird allegations. You know, a lot of them stink. They don't take showers. They talk nasally. They literally cannot look you in the eyes.
What kind of nerds you hang out with?
These are stereotypes. What are you talking about? This is everyday.
You can't be talking about organized chaos like that.
Most of my.
Oh, fuck.
I only had like one
I don't know who that is. I just heard him talk once, and I was like, I can't listen to this.
I watched EPAP's breakdown of that guy about. I want to say it was 2 weeks after I created my channel, and I was feeling kind of down about it. You know, like after you create something, you like immediately feel like shit about it. And I watched like holy shit.
Death.
Are you talking about
I'm so much better than I thought I was.
Are you a pregnant woman? That's what pregnant women have. After they have a kid, they go through like depression or some shit.
Yes, I have creative postpartum depression. You're very insightful.
Yeah, that's literally what you did. Oh my god.
That's what happens after you produce your first thing, then you have postpartum depression. And that's why most people's sophomore efforts fail completely.
Chloe, what's going on? I haven't seen you here in a while. How you been doing? How's the relationship you got going on? How's your job? MSK describing nerds is just so. Hey, I'm saying nerds smell. They can't talk properly. They can't socialize.
Dude,
why do you think they're nerds?
You need to find a different. Can't crow.
You need to find a different set of nerd friends, then, dude. Because
why do you think there's stereotypes for them?
I've had two in my entire life.
Nerd friends do you know?
A bunch. All my friends are fucking nerds.
That's crazy, man.
Only two that I've had friends with have had hygiene problems.
He's trolling us. You're fucking with me. I know
I'm old.
are.
No, I'm old.
Hold on, dude. You played Magic. Didn't most of those guys stink? Not the card game, like stink.
At the tournament I played in, yes, but that was also an anime convention. So
of course, it would stink. They don't take showers. These guys don't wash their balls. They're disgusting.
Okay, you really can't talk MSK because you're a Yu-Gi-Oh.
Goodbye.
No.
There was a tournament. There are several tournaments that will ban people if they smell too bad because it's such a problem, and they give out free deodorant at Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Because people smell so bad.
Konami literally had to put in a rule: wash your ass, or you're not playing at our tournaments. It basically is what they said. Literally said, if you stink, get the fuck out. Oh, God. But no, like, I always think nerds get too bad of a rep, too. It's like people just shit on you just for liking a hobby. Meanwhile, their hobby, I'll have to always shit on this one, but it's fishing. Do not talk to me about gaming as a hobby if your hobby is fishing. Fishing is boring as fuck.
Fishing kind of fucks, though. You get to eat it.
You get to drink, sleep on a boat.
Yeah, you get to be alone.
Okay, so
it's called relaxation.
You guys aren't beating the fishing hobby allegations there. Just pointing it out there. Good
It's
Lord.
the only segregation we have left.
Oh no! Oh
no! No, that's skiing and swimming.
Okay,
you guys talk for a second. I'm gonna put the topics in the private chat, and we're gonna go from there.
All right, so I'll do my intro.
Goodbye.
It's 17 minutes in. Hey guys, I'm John Quigley.
Oh Jesus!
You sound like literal shit.
What did you do all night?
I didn't do anything.
Turn off your voice thing, Darnell.
Fuck you.
You're not fooling us.
Sounded like
I was trying to fool you. I was trying to fool him, and it was working.
You sounded like Darth Vader literally doing meth and crack together.
Do I have that one?
That was call center Darth Vader.
This is me, Darth Vader, doing meth and crack.
This is me, Darth Vader.
No. Hey guys. Quizmaster Dorno quickly. My year is not off to a good start. It's a lot of shit happening outside the internet existence.
Well, then it doesn't matter.
But I did. True. I did finish setting up my my first voice acting role. I'll be taking soon. It's for Mr. Burger show. One of his episodes coming out this year. I took some big steps towards pushing trivia time with Quizmaster Darnell Quigley. I got a couple more steps I got to take. These guys helped me figure it out. I don't have to pay Twitter yearly because I'm an idiot.
I can't believe this man didn't know. I was like, wait, are you paying monthly? Like we do our annual?
I paid nothing.
The button's right there.
When I saw the year, I'm like, oh, fuck this.
What do you mean? He's just fucking with us now. He's just literally just trying to fuck with us. Holy shit. Chloe, but yeah, I know it's off topic, but I found Alyssa Mercante was in a documentary called Gaming While Black, which doesn't make sense until you realize she does have a lot of black DNA inside her.
My man just said documentary.
It's part of the NASQUAC.
Before we go,
look,
this is important.
Just be impressed that he knows what a computer is, okay?
Wait, me or
it's
him?
Okay, he can't read too good. He knows what a computer is.
He shitted on people.
So, Bob, how are the movies?
Oh my god.
Well, the last one I saw sucked. So
was it Nosferatu?
I take that back. No, I saw that last. No, so that was good. Before that, I saw Craven. So
you keep you weren't
and you weren't craving that movie, apparently. No. Bad joke. Sorry.
Strange how both of them have Aaron Taylor Johnson, and he's hot in both of them.
That's gay. So the Gaming While Black thing
is what it is.
I can't tell if you're actually gay or if you're just trolling him. So we need to get a wiener in here and see what happens.
I'm bi. You are not going to be looking. No.
In comic books, whenever
anything,
they say a character's bi, that dude's a flaming homo.
A hobo?
Homo.
Who set him on fire?
Hobo's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Hobo. He ordered my book.
He's awesome. Hobo's great.
But yes, I did hear about the Gaming While Black documentary. Where the fuck you pronounce words tonight? I don't know anymore. It just like I'll say this. Oh, good lord.
He's like, I put on my skill and swag, not literacy.
No, it's just like the naming itself, Gaming While Black. It's like, does that fucking piece of media imply that you weren't ever having black people get? Holy crap.
I have to ask. Does Trudeau count?
Like Gaming While Black, who plays like 2K? Like who keeps Madden and like
only black people play those games.
I know,
just black people. Oh god.
I don't know a single white guy that plays like NBA 2K.
Unless you're my friend, he play those.
Well, man, more power to him. Like I met most of like my black friends through DBZ and video games. So don't give me like this crap of like people don't
before
play.
Before we go
like...
and start topics, and I put them in the private chat before we go. So this is important. Selena and Iron's dog Thor actually needs emergency surgery. So if you can't donate with money, if you can't, obviously share the link, retweet it, obviously quote tweet it. That's better for reach on Twitter is quote tweeting. I did donate. I can only donate a little because I don't get paid until this week, until Friday. But I did donate. So if you can donate, just please do so, obviously. So just want to make sure that, that's out there. And since we're talking about links here, since I have to share white people's stuff here, give me 1 second here. If you guys are into indie comic books, actually not from Marvel or DC, Godfo's book is almost close to funding. They're literally $70 off. Keep in mind, comic books do not cost $500 to make, but doesn't matter. Everything counts, honestly.
Mine costs nothing to make.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to. Yep, that's how you do marketing. Basically, it's for free. You're just paying me to just do nothing. But
it's done. So as soon as the campaign ends in like 20 days, you guys are getting it in the mail. No wait time.
Wait a minute. I thought you're supposed to wait 4 years for books. That's crazy. Books on time? That fucking never happens. Actually, it's crazy. Books on time never happen in the comic book industry. It's almost
it's
impossible. As if like there's a thing called Comic Book Wednesday where they come out on time.
Godfo, I need to ask. This is very important.
Yeah, dog.
Can you solemnly swear nothing will happen to my car if I buy your book?
Oh yeah, I'm not that Von Coleman kid. I love Vaughn, man. He's the most charismatic person I've ever met in my life.
He's funny, man. That dude's funny.
Look, I just bought that car, so I need the guarantee. I can't be Bat Sauce 2.0.
Oh no, your car will greatly improve, and your dreams will come true if you buy it.
All right, I'm taking this as a sales promise, and if it does not come true, I will be seeing you in small claims.
You promise?
Heyo.
I spent 40 years.
You have that
40 years straight. Maybe I'll just change for the next half.
Godfo, do you have that like one gay family member who likes to tango? You can hook him up with Arza.
He's probably dead. I've lost a lot of people.
Well, that went dark.
Wait, what makes it even darker is he has no fucking clue if he's dead or not because he hasn't talked to him.
I didn't talk
He
to my
might
dad.
be dead.
I didn't talk to my dad's side of the family. He might be.
Oh shit! Holy crap, man! I hate all you guys. I truly do. I literally hate all you clout chasing pieces of shit.
Clout chasing. God. I could be playing Zelda right now.
Zelda literally is for losers.
Which
Only
Zelda?
losers play that game.
Wind Waker.
Zelda? Never mind.
Okay, why will none of you guys play the best Legend of Zelda game?
A Link to the Past.
I've got it right
here,
man.
Hold up.
Let me
grab the best Zelda game for you guys.
I got Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, everything right here.
Hold up.
A Link
go
to
through
the
my bag
Past.
of games.
All right. When Bob comes back, we'll start because we're already getting into that
I'm here.
sweet
Here we go.
spot.
This one, Best Legend of Zelda. No arguments.
Hell
I
yeah.
can't read that.
Chloe,
Focus to the camera.
I could be playing Sonic
There's
right
too
now.
much gay in the way.
Oh, before we go, Chloe,
Spirit
did
Tracks.
you watch?
It's Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that in the chat, man. Good job.
Oh, Chloe, did
passion.
you watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3? And if
I
so,
want to.
what did you think about it? All right. let's start having some fun. All right, so one more reminder for anyone that's watching this on the replay. Please remember this. You can watch the videos themselves when they're out and clip done, right? Or you can watch all of us live as we do it. So basically, kind of the John Campea route before he became whatever the hell he is now, honestly, you know? But I love it. You know, it's crazy. John actually donated to my bigger channel a long time ago. I know people shit on him a lot, but, you know, I don't think he's a horrible guy. I think he's just kind of loony sometimes. So, you love Sonic 3? That's awesome. All right, let's get into this first topic because it's a juicy banger, actually. All right.
Banger? I hardly know her.
You don't bang women. Neither do I, but that's beside the point.
I was going to say her.
Her. Okay. Would you guys have sex with Henry Cavill if you were gay?
Yes.
If I was gay, of course.
Like, even if I was
do
straight,
it. I'm straight. I might do it. I mean, look at him.
Okay, that's actually gay. That's just.
That's comfortable in my own skin and sexuality. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's what you call a man crush.
Chloe, you would have sex with
Look,
Henry Cavill? Oh my god.
It's Henry Cavill and Ryan Reynolds, okay?
Ryan Reynolds is not attractive.
Yeah, Henry Cavill puts him to shame.
Okay.
He's funny.
Okay. He's fun. The funny part makes him attractive.
I'm funny.
That's why girls like him. Girls like him because he's funny. He's not
We've
like
gone over
super
this
hot.
many times. Funny is oftentimes as equal as looks when it gets down to it. Funny will get you in the bedroom quicker.
MSK is obsessed with Cavill. First of all, Tiny never beat me in any debate. She was getting on her knees
did.
for me, like every girl does.
She housed you.
Tiny can't get on her knees. What are you talking about?
Okay,
She housed you.
It's almost like she's disabled. So pretty hard for them to do that.
She mopped the floor with you, dude.
It never happened. I'm up before
What was
her.
the
I had her
debate?
on her knees, and then she came back.
He hates Cavill. She likes him.
Yeah, Cavill's
She only
great.
likes because she's. I told her you like.
That's all I heard.
God, man, she only likes him because it makes her vagina wet. That's it.
That's
I was
why I
like-
like him.
God.
Her threshold is her own choice of what she likes and why she
I
likes
want
it.
you to understand this, dude. Her threshold or our level. She's
So
40.
essentially what you're saying is Henry Cavill is the male Gal Gadot.
He's a slightly better actor than her.
Okay.
Slightly. Yeah, I'll give him that. Her acting isn't terrible, but you know, it could be better. I'll say. I'll say, hey, Tiny. She always loses the debates we have. I always clown her with actual logic, but it's okay. You know, I love Tiny, even though she's not here anymore. And she
Master
left me
Swag
like my dad.
destroys tiny woman with facts and logic.
And then he wakes up and realizes it was all a dream.
She's always on her knees, and she's like, MSK, I'll come back crawling to you, my sweet, big, sexy daddy. And
Like
I never
she's
have.
always
I'm going
dentist.
to call her so she can come slap the shit out of you.
He's
Please
always
don't
at the
do that.
dentist.
Please don't do that, he says.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I mean, I'm not gay, obviously. I can see why girls think he's attractive. He's got that funniness about him. He's actually decently funny. Everything, but the problem with Ryan Reynolds is like when you see those Mint Mobile commercials, you can tell, bro, like, this man
Those
is
are hilarious. I love them. They're fucking hilarious.
The funny one, I gotta give to this one. When he said Grant Gustin, when you know the Ezra Miller drama was happening, he's like, "You're my only Flash." There you go. You're
It's
my
true. Grant
only
Gustin is Barry Allen incarnate.
Man, what did you guys see Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's one of my favorite movies ever. That one is legitimately
Hitman's
The
funny.
Wife's
proposal with
Body-
him is excellent.
Hitman's
The
Wife's
Proposal.
Bodyguard 2
Proposal's
was
pretty
so
good.
funny. Man, I don't think I've seen
The fuck you think that's what I do?
Good lord. Nothing wrong with liking something.
Bob
because
likes
it
movies
makes
like, you see
wet.
this as a game?
I think it's hey, I can only get so hard for Sydney Sweeney. But I will say this, why do people think before we go, we have 1 minute left before we switch the topics. Why do people think Zendaya is attractive? She's not like that attractive.
Because she
She's
looks
okay.
12.
She
I'm
has
not
no
touching that.
range. She has
I
one
don't-
face.
RPF
like, I
is a
don't think she's
massive
attractive.
turn on
She
for a
look-
lot
she
of
looks-
guys.
She looks
She has
like
one
a preteen.
face.
I don't like it.
No,
I
a
don't
lot
dig
of
it.
guys really like RBF. They're like
She
they
has one
want a girl
face.
who'll beat them.
She has strapped gas. That's her
What?
face.
Okay.
Just trapped gas. So that's the
I
face.
think-
Is a switch.
My thing, man, she was cast as Cheney and Dune. Like Cheney, like had multiple children, and she was like living in the desert. Like she had childbearing hips, and like Zendaya looks 12. I don't get it.
So
I don't find her
what's funny?
attractive.
What I hate about the first movie is she hates the fuck out of what's his face's character, Chalamet's character,
Yeah,
and then
Paul.
like the literal next scene, she's like trying to fuck him.
Yeah,
All right, boys.
No
No, that's not actually
context,
women. But you
nothing
know
changed.
that Zendaya's and Tom Holland are now engaged.
Tom Holland is like knockoff Timothy Chalamet, though, isn't he?
True.
Tom
Actually, I
loves
think
his
it's the
black
other
girls.
way around because
No, dude,
Tom Holland
even in
on the scene first.
Homecoming, he dated a black girl.
She
Later
was more
in the movie, he dates a
attractive.
black
That's
girl.
true. That's true. Yeah.
He loves his dark skinned chicks. White guys love black women. I
White
don't get
English
it.
guys.
I don't get it, man. Like,
Oh
what
yeah,
if
they
she's
spent their
ugly?
entire time trying to colonize them.
No, they didn't
Just
try. They
finishing
did.
the job.
Yeah, like
Except for
I don't think she's
Ethiopia.
ugly, but I mean, there's
I don't get it though.
There's like 10 other actresses that look better than her. Literally, Ana de Armas looks
No,
better.
it's literally
without
just-
makeup, too.
Time out. You were
What?
just giving Tiny shit for liking Cavill because he makes her wet. You're doing the same thing about Zendaya. You have a low threshold for liking something or hating something.
Well, women can't take accountability. I can take accountability for being a hypocrite. So I
No,
know
Master
that.
Swag saying that she's not
Fair
a good
enough.
actress and
Fair
she's not
enough.
attractive.
I was like,
Fair enough.
Zendaya is a somewhat okay actress, but Ana de Armas is, I think, better looking and a better actress. Or a fucking.
Ana de Armas has personality. You can convey. You can see what's happening in the scene, like on her eyes and her face.
Like Jamie Lee Curtis is not attractive anymore, but I would think that
She
wasn't True Lies.
She couldn't act still.
Yeah, True Lies.
She couldn't act in. She couldn't act in. And what's that movie that came out? Borderlands. She ran
Trading
it down.
Places, baby.
Nobody can act in Borderlands.
Nobody can act in Borderlands.
I just said that.
Hey, if you want to see a better Jamie Lee Curtis, look at Trading Spaces.
These
I
white
love
people
that,
are gonna get your
Bob-
channel rebooted. Oh my. Okay.
White.
White.
He just
White.
Jared Taylored you.
All right, let's have some fun. All right, so before we go, one last thing I have to ask Jared. Not Jared, because who the fuck is Jared? Wait, I know Jared from Comics League.
He's in jail.
Dan, you know about the
Yeah,
topics
dog.
that I put in the private
Yeah,
chat?
yeah, I got
Okay,
it.
good. Awesome. We can go. All right.
Wait, just topics?
It just
There's
says mud dick.
That's all I saw.
Mine
My
is
dick,
9 inches.
my dad, my wife. That's all
Only
I
the
saw.
small dick guys talk about that. You got to just talk to women and be into. Nah, fuck off.
Hey, I can take accountability to the fact that I have a small one. I don't give a shit.
You said yours was 5 inches. That's not small. That's average. You son of a bitch.
I never
You
said
said
how
your
big it
name
was.
within
You
the
should change
average.
your name to
assume.
Darnell Bigley.
I just assume.
You
And you
assume the
deny it.
size.
I
never
assume, but you didn't
said
deny
that
it.
was-
I saw
I don't
something
give a
that was
shit.
like I saw something that someone searched average penis size of guys who search average penis size.
I was like, what straight guy is like, what's the average male dick size? Like, that makes you gay. Like, what the fuck? I don't care.
MSK,
It
I
makes you
don't want to
insecure.
hear about your ruler with a weird marking on the 1 inch mark.
Melissa Barrera. Is that the Hispanic girl? Is that the black hair girl who was in Into the Heights and Scream? Yeah, she's pretty attractive. I think she's
cute.
She's cute, yeah.
There's the eyes of Sweeney. It's the blue eyes. That
Okay,
gets
one more before we go. I promise, one more.
I love that
not-
scholar. I love that scholar picture.
Jenna
that Tony
Ortega.
had.
Jenna Ortega. Do you guys think Jenna Ortega is actually attractive?
Oh yeah, she's attractive. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
she's got a
attractive.
gothic look about her. There's something
Yeah.
about the point.
Now,
She looks like
however,
she a Tim Burton film.
She does, however, look like girl Rami Malek though.
Yeah.
They
Don't
look
ruin it
like
for me.
they look like gender. See, like,
This is like a massive deal breaker for me. But like if a chick smokes, I lose all interest. And when now the picture first of all, I was like,
sorry you
don't
don't like. Sorry you don't
I
like
don't
any
know.
women in movies before 1975.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Smoking is hot.
I don't know. Kristen Milioti made smoking look cool in The Penguin. So
Also,
I
Cameron
can't-
Diaz, when she smoked in The Mask, looked pretty hot.
I grew up in a household of chain smokers, and I kissed a chick who smoked, and I threw it in her mouth.
Nobody smokes
In her
chains,
mouth.
Darnell. You smoke cigarettes.
Well, in the 80s, they smoked whatever they get their hands on.
no, I know what you mean.
See,
Darnell.
smoking is disgusting, but from an aesthetic point of view, it's really hot.
Yeah, it
Aesthetically.
just looks cool.
I smell it. When I see it, I smell it. Like, nope, done.
Yeah, from if they just release odorless.
No, I can see it in a movie, and I'm smelling it. Like, I
know.
smell it.
We're just like
We're going down the
it's
road.
just paper.
You started this shit.
Just keep in mind,
We
whenever you're
built
in a
this
girl,
shitty-
whenever you're in a girl, just breathe in her shit.
No,
die.
why? Why are you like this?
I don't know. I'm black
Dude,
and
it's
retarded.
because he's entertaining. I love MSK.
I hate you. Oh, you cloud chasing fucks. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Composure.
Here, I'll make you feel better. Buy my book.
I tried. I can't do it with white people. And then, oh, good lord. Oh my god. And Arza just leaves us. Holy shit.
Bob rocking the Adidas hat from like 1992, man.
That's it.
Hell yeah. Kanye West sure isn't doing. Okay, that's a bad. They got a joke there.
Adidas.
Okay. Vaping. Fuck off. I don't care about that. Smoking is for losers and old people, like old people in their 70s who are still drinking 40s.
I respect someone's choice to do what they want, but I'm not gonna. That's
I don't lie. If a girl smokes, I'm not kissing her. That's gross. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Man, she might as well just like suck dick and like ate spaghetti or something.
Why? Why?
Mom spaghetti.
Mom
on her sweater already.
Stop. You guys are sick in the head.
You're starting this.
Imagine a girl with like hot cock breath and spaghetti.
All right. Hey, add that shit.
Somebody clip that.
All right.
Can you clip that?
I'm not gonna lie. It's probably the funniest start we had to a show in a very long time. Holy crap. All right.
Was it?
Let's get serious.
MSK standards are wonderfully low.
They are. That's why
I love how
fucking
easily
people.
impressed you are, MSK.
I have to fake it for entertainment value. In my real life, I'm actually stoic and serious.
Oh,
I literally
totally
don't laugh at like
believe
anything.
you. Yeah,
What?
I so believe you.
You sound so gay. God, you're such a frag. Ugh. Gosh. All right. Believe in the white man. Control the money. Destroy the black man. And
Why?
By destroying the black man, he means in bed.
That's gay. That's actually really gay. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the MCU in 2025. So the MCU is releasing 3 movies this year in 2025. Now, I know a lot of people are going to probably ask us after this video is over, did you guys talk about the shows? Just going to be completely honest here with you guys about the shows. I've not watched one of these shows that they put out since She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 6. I literally gave up watching the shows. Will I check out Daredevil Born Again? Maybe. If the trailers are good, I'll check it out. But for the most part, I am not watching these shows anymore until they can actually tell good television stories, because their TV shows suck ass. Insert like fucking the one that everyone usually likes.
I'm telling you, Daredevil Born Again is going to be the nail in the coffin if they do not do it like the other show. And all signs are pointing to it's going to be exactly like the Netflix show.
So that's kind of the thing with me is like, unless these shows get literally the best word of mouth, I'm not checking them out anymore. So the only
What are
thing
you
that I
talking
figure out when it
about,
comes to the
MSK?
MCU,
Agatha was wonderful. It
I
was
hate
the
you.
best.
Lord. So yeah, speaking of things I didn't watch and didn't care to actually see. So as for the TV shows, I could give 2 shits unless, literally like I just said before, unless there's good word of mouth, no reason to check them out. But as for the movies, we have Captain America 4 coming out in 2025 in February. And after that, we also have in 2025, I think we have Thunderbolts next, right? It's some Thunderbolts next.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. And then after that, we have Fantastic Four. So 3 movies there. All of these leave a lot left to be desired. Let's just say that. Okay. So how do I make this work?
Okay.
But we're still live. We're still live.
Wait.
So you probably come in and try and restart the video.
I hope
now.
not.
All right, just so we're clear, we are like, collectively trying to hold him down, though, right? Like,
Okay, well, yeah. So I guess while we wait for that, I will say when it comes to the Fantastic Four, they just released the season trailer for Marvel Rivals Season 1, and the entire Fantastic Four is coming.
all 4 of them?
All 4 of them in
Before
one
we go.
update.
Oh,
At one time?
The entire
go.
4.
Sorry.
Hey, before we go,
The internet kicked me out.
oh,
Literally,
you
I'm
started
not
over
kidding.
then?
Oh.
Have to.
I wonder
Okay.
why.
Yeah, literally. The
His
steps on
FBI
Trump
agent
is right
said,
there.
nope, not today. Boop.
Okay. We get one reshot, one chance, one opportunity. Because okay, no, I can't do that.
Mom,
Get your
spaghetti.
chance to blow.
No, okay, that's definitely precious. The viewers are suddenly rising. The show improved. Fuck off.
You're welcome.
Now we're back,
back
down.
down.
All right, let's go. Let's go. We got a lot to cover. All right. I'm ready to get it all inside you and then pull it out and get it wet.
Brother.
Wow. No?
And you just want to see what MSK says to the mirror every day before he videos.
Oh, you don't want to know that shit cracks when I talk to it.
Can you record it one time and just like upload it to Twitter?
Oh,
then it's a WZ, so you can edit
okay. Before we go on the topics, I recorded something with my ex, and I said some things in a 30-second clip that are so funny.
I'm not reviewing that. So.
No, we're fully clothed. We're naked.
It can happen fully clothed, man.
Okay, we're doing videos. You people are just degenerate weirdos. Literally, you're weird.
Yeah, that's us. That's us, and not you at all.
You need to get laid.
Not you guys whatsoever.
You married men need to get laid.
Nah, I'm good.
What about me? What about me? MSK, what about me?
You're black. Life's over.
You should talk to Strider Hightower. He's pretty neat.
All right.
Very well put together.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the MCU in 2025. So for most of this discussion, this will just revolve around the movies. For those of you guys who don't know this about me, I was there when these shows that they were producing first started. I remember when they were first announced, and I remember that when Disney Plus came out, I started with WandaVision, watching these shows, not binging them. Episodes were dropping weekly, and I'd watch them. And then I got to the point, She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 6, and I was like, you know what? I can do much more better things in my life than watch this pile of shit they call television. So I know people have asked me, MSK, are you going to watch Daredevil Born Again? Because people know I kind of like Daredevil. I have some of his comics over there. Unless it generally gets good word of mouth, I'm not. Because they've never really told a good TV show, in my opinion. Outside of, like, insert the one that people like. Darnell likes Loki. Arza, I think, like one of them. Bob liked one of them. Dan liked one of them.
Wait,
you know?
You're correlating the Netflix shows with what they're putting out now. That's two separate fucking levels, man. Those Netflix shows, even I hated Jessica Jones, it was still better than anything they're putting out now.
Yeah.
So Daredevil Born Again is going to be good.
I hope. I hope. Because I never checked any of those shows out. Because, I was, back in the day, I was a Chad. I was getting girls every single day, obviously, sleeping with them, sending them home. So I had no time for cringe superhero
It's a
stuff.
lie. Totally false.
He's telling his own superhero story.
So,
you can't prove it's false.
I hope Daredevil Born Again is good. But outside of that, in 2025, we have 3 movies dropping. So we have Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. So I'm not too sure about the release order of the last 2, but I know Captain America 4 is coming out next month.
It's Cap 4, then Thunderbolts.
Yeah. So here is something that we have to obviously go over, which is a lot of people think the MCU is going to bounce back with these 3 movies. So the only reason you think that is because you are either, I used to do this too. I'm guilty of this too. Really, really optimistic, right? Because people will be like, because more Marvel fans do this with comics and everything. They'll be like, hey, bro, it'll go back to how it used to be, man. It'll be the good times, bro. Guys, anyone you're watching this video, right? All of us here have been with it when it was good. I was alive when it started. I know when it was good. I know, and now I know when it's shit. So this concept of like, is it going to go back to being the way it used to be? Literally Jesus himself could literally rise from the dead tomorrow. Is that really going to happen? Probably not. So that's the point. Is like with these movies coming out. Okay, so let's talk about Captain America 4. I'm going to do another reaction to the second trailer, and we'll talk about the reshoots at some point later on. Captain America 4. Is anybody really excited for that? I know you guys have seen the trailers. I've seen them. I've seen the first one. Doesn't interest you at all, right? Nothing there.
Well, I'm excited to see how badly it fails. Given how much I know the budget, given the fact that the budget is at least 400, if not $500 million.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It needs over, and not including the marketing budget. This movie needs to make over $1 billion in the box office to break even. Not to make money, to break even.
Yeah. also to tackle onto your point, when it comes to big blockbusters, Bob knows this too. Those marketing budgets for big blockbusters are at the very least,
they had
$80 to $100 million. Mm-hmm.
Minimum.
Yeah, so this movie needs to be taken in basically. Think of like Barbie. It needs to make that much money for it to be profitable, not break even. Not because they don't breaking even is bad. Profit, actual money you can take home after everything's paid and done. And with Captain America, like with Sam Wilson, people know I know comics, right? So with that character specifically, when it comes to Captain America, they've always canceled his comic book line. And it's gotten so bad recently, they just are now doing, with this past week that just happened, a new 4-issue limited miniseries. He can't do himself an ongoing run anymore. They always cancel it. All new, all different Marvel, Captain America, Sam Wilson, canceled. Mm-hmm. 2 years later on, had another run, canceled. Captain America, Symbol of Hope, running with Captain America, Symbol of Liberty, canceled after like 12 issues. He's always getting canceled due to low sales. No one is interested in Captain America, Sam Wilson. I'm sorry. I think his suit looks cool. I think the suit looks really, really cool. But that ain't enough to get people to care about his character. People want to see Captain America. Just Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. They want to see that guy. They don't want to see Black Captain America. Marvel had the chance to do this because Chris Evans obviously didn't want to be in the MCU anymore. He's doing it for a long time. So they had a perfect opportunity to make, fucking Anthony Mackie Captain America. Keep in mind, no one likes this in the comic books. People are like, "Whoa, that happened in the comic books." I want people to stop being fucking retarded. Okay, so stop being retarded once in your life. Literally stop doing that.
Hold on. That's like a whole like double-sided, two-edged sword here. Because I know I know I myself, Arzan, I know you've even said this too, MSK. We like comic accuracy. So when we say it happened to comics, we're okay with it. When the other side says it, we tend to not be okay with it.
Well, that's the thing I was going to go into, because average people assume just because it was in the comic books, it was a liked thing and a lot of people liked it. That's not true. For some reason, people, when they say that, don't automatically in the next thought think into their brains, hey, was that a liked thing? Was that an actual good recept idea from the fans? No, guys, it's not, because we know due to the sale numbers and canceled runs consistently, it doesn't sell very well. So why would this sell to the average moviegoer? Obviously,
if it's good, I will eat crow. The thing is, I'm okay with them changing something in the comics if it's legitimately a good change. For instance, the X-Men movies changing their costumes, good change. The X-Men costumes look stupid. I'm sorry, they do, but because they looked good, I was okay with it. If they go and make Anthony Mackie's Captain America, and it is the greatest thing ever, then I will eat crow and say, yeah, it's stupid. They violated the comics, but they improved it. Mm-hmm. Problem is, it's going to be shit.
And keep in mind, even though we're not going to go too much into the reshoots because that's obviously a separate thing, keep in mind, guys, this movie was at one point done. They reshot almost the entire thing and wrote a completely different story because constant test screenings show that people just found it. They didn't really say bad. It was boring. That's even almost worse than bad. You're just sitting there just bored. Like, bro, if I want to take some NyQuil willingly, I'll just take NyQuil willingly, Like, bruh, what are we doing here? So, I don't know how you guys feel about Captain America 4. I'm just, I don't know. Like, keep in mind, even though the movie might be, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it's decent and it's not the worst thing ever. Money-wise, it's going to be a failure. MCU movies haven't been making $1 billion in a long time. The only 2 MCU movies that made $1 billion is Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool Wolverine. That's it. And the only one that's made less than that literally is Multiverse of Madness that had 920, 930, and Black Panther 2 did like 830.
Endgame made $1 billion.
No, I was talking like after Phase 3.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, Phase 3 ends with the reason Far From Home, and that had $1 billion too. But
the reason we don't want Captain African American is we want Captain American fighting Hydra, not the Crips.
Oh God!
I would love to see Sam Wilson beating up the Crips. That'd be hilarious.
He would go up to them. You need to do better, Crips.
See, there's the problem.
I'm still walking.
They cap him.
See, that's the problem. Steve Rogers actually fights the villains. Sam Wilson's just lectures the villains. So, I mean, there's the problem.
So are you saying Sam Wilson's Naruto and Steve Rogers is Sasuke?
It's the talk no jitsu.
No, and it's the way that they write him. That's the problem. They used what was it? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier as an opportunity to touch on current events. And I get it. Comics and movies are always going to touch on current events, but they used it specifically to to push a specific idea because there was the whole thing with George Floyd and all of that stuff. And so they used that as an opportunity to push that particular agenda. And they weren't the only show that did it. A lot of other shows that were releasing around the same time were doing the same thing. So it's not just the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but the problem is that stuck with, that was our first view of the MCU version of Sam Wilson as Captain America, and that left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths.
And then
obviously, basically the villain in his own show. Like John Walker was 100% correct. Sam Wilson sided with legitimate terrorists who were blowing up and murdering people.
John Walker is the best villain, one of the best villains ever. He did.
Yeah, John Walker was cool.
John Walker was justified in everything he did.
Yeah. And also, after Captain America 4, we have, as Donald said, Thunderbolts. I think this is the one that I have the most hope for because when I watch the trailers, I'm like, okay, this doesn't look bad at all. So it's fine. I don't know if it's going to do well because they're pretty. Thunderbolts are even about as less known as Guardians to a actual certain extent, you know. So it could be a hit. I don't know. Honestly.
It could, but if you look at what Marvel does since Endgame, they're going to pedestal the women, put them over the pedestal, and they're going to shit. Every guy is going to be incompetent, the comic relief, or just along for the ride and like hanging on to the women's
or
coattails.
evil,
or evil. It's secretly evil. Yes. So, and I don't know, man. It's just
it's the one that I think has the most hope, but it could also go so bad too.
No, you see, I disagree. Fantastic Four to me is the most hope. I am actually excited for that movie.
Because that's crazy.
Because of the little bit I've seen, the amount of fan outcry that seems to have gotten through to Marvel bigwigs. They seem to have, for this movie, what it seems like, they listen to a lot of people who enjoy the comic sphere and cast some decent people. It looks like it's going to be decent. Same thing with Daredevil Born Again. No Foggy. No, help me out here. I'm having a brain fart. It's too late. No Karen. What happened? Internet went fucking crazy and they pulled a Sonic. They put him in the show. After that, they're bringing John Bernthal back as a Punisher in the show. It's going to be what the fans want. Thunderbolts, I can. One second. I cannot get over Taskmaster. That is the straw. That is the straw for that entire movie for me.
I love Taskmaster.
Yeah, but the thing, you could also put the same thing in Fantastic Four. They're going to put a female Silver Surfer in there. That's almost even worse.
What I've seen so far, and I know people, multiverse is fucking stupid. It seems like it's going to be a separate Earth, separate reality. So, and I want to say I saw something that some channel I watch had a leak that it's possible hinted that Norrin Rad could appear when they.
Oh no!
merge.
I know that's not happening. Whenever they say those things, that shit's not happening. No way, man! I can't believe them at this point. I mean, it could be true.
I mean, I've heard kind of like with you, like what you've heard, Darnell, that it's a different universe because it's supposed to take place in the past, right?
In the 60s,
but everything's futuristic looking.
Retro
So it is a different Earth, kind of like what something you would have seen, say, like in Fallout, where it takes place in the past, but it's like futuristic looking. So the same type of concept.
Yeah. I agree, Tony. I think they're boring. Out of all the teams, I think they're the most boring team.
And I think
they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of potential for a movie.
As this movie.
That will never be.
You haven't seen that movie. You haven't seen that.
I have, motherfucker. I have. I was like,
that's why people don't like Fantastic Four. The movies that Fox put out, that Fantastic one was going to be. I mean, Black Human Torch. Come on, you already knew that was going to be a fail.
I still like the cast.
I thought the very first Sony one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got no problems with that first one.
I thought the casting was great in it, and the story was all right.
You hit Cloud Galactus. You're like, all right.
No, that's the second one. Yeah, that one was weird.
That's how you know you're at the end game. But
Hurricane Galactus, no.
There is one wild card everyone seems to be ignoring in discussion of Fantastic Four, and that's Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is having its first season. No, okay, listen to me. Listen to me on this one. Marvel Rivals is doing wonderful. It's blowing up everywhere, and its season 1 starts in 4 days.
Thanks,
and
China.
They're bringing in the entirety of the Fantastic Four. What people weren't expecting is Marvel Rivals is causing people to go back. They're watching the New Mutants TV show. They're watching the Cloak and Dagger TV show. They're watching all these old shows so they can learn about these characters. And I think assuming Marvel Rivals is still relevant and they do Fantastic Four well, I legitimately think it's going to drive a lot of players to the theaters to see the characters they're playing.
I enjoyed New Mutants. It's one of my favorite not good movies. It's not good, but I love it.
He did the Morbius thing.
Going and looking to read Squirrel Girl comics because of Marvel Rivals.
I'm just saying, he did the Morbius thing. Certainly a movie of all time.
I like
cinema.
Morbius, man.
Okay,
Morbius
now I don't like
I will agree with you there.
Oh Lord, he's just dance fucking with me. All right, so we'll go around.
What makes Morbius bad?
All right, so we'll go around
the acting, the writing, the directing,
the craft services, the stunts,
it's like
the key grip,
across
the best boys,
the catering services, the actual acting, the half set,
trailers,
Sony, everything.
I love Black Adam too. We can go there.
Oh no. Okay, so we'll go around panel. Final thoughts on the MCU in 2025 for the 3 movies they're releasing. Arzo, we'll start with you. You have any hope for any of these movies?
No, absolutely not. There's a small chance Fantastic Four could be good, but given the fact that they put whatever the Mandalorian's actor is called, I forgot his name. I was going to say
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, yeah.
Because he is white passing enough, but that he's still Latino. That's the only reason they put him in there. They admitted as much. So I'm not at all excited for that movie. Though there's a chance it can be good, I'm not holding my breath. Thunderbolts is going to be an absolute piece of shit movie. Even if it's enjoyable, it's going to violate the comics so severely that it's still going to damage the universe around it. And Captain African American is going to be, it's going to need food stamps if they're expecting to pay off the debt they're building up anytime soon. The only thing that I have to say is I don't even think the future comics lies in Marvel unless you get a really big hit. At this point, I think Marvel's holding their breath for Superman to see if there's even still a market.
Oh, we can talk Superman.
Oh, we will later. That's on the docket. Darnell, what about you, man? Any hope for these movies or
no?
I hate this guy. This guy was literally like, Fantastic Four would be great. Now, hope. Now, I hate you. I hate you.
Can I elaborate? You son of a bitch.
God.
Stop. Elaborate and listen.
Darnell's back with a brand new invention.
No.
Captain America they set up Bucky to take the shield. They fucked everybody over and gave it to Sam. It's done. It's done. No one. Today I saw people who have been like destroying the scene where Hulk punches him. He brings the wings. He throws between 2 cars. You can clearly see the purple from like the Wakandan. It's going to take the kinetic energy to save him, to protect him. No, it's shit. The movie is done. Dead on arrival. It's dead before it even left the house. Fantastic Four. If it's done right, they have a good chance. I know you hate this show and you will not watch season 2. They have a good chance to bring it into the end of Loki and bring it all into the big picture. Thunderbolt again. Taskmaster is my fucking deal breaker. If they do Sentry well, which I think Pullman is a damn good actor and he could pull it off. Because Bob is a little goofy when he's Bob. When he's Sentry, he's a psychotic Superman. So that one's got a little bit more potential for life, I find.
Okay. Dan, what do you think about the movies? You taking the kids to see them? Or are you like, little guys, we'll just watch on Disney Plus?
My oldest kid is 4. She's watching Totoro. Like, not watching this crap. Fantastic Four has the most potential, I think, because there's no crap attached to it. It's starting like with them and going forward from there. I don't know. I have a soft spot for that first one. I thought the casting was great. I don't think
that's the only good thing about them is the casting.
I think so too. I don't think Doctor Doom was done properly. I don't think anyone will ever do Doctor Doom properly. Thunderbolts, like what a great concept to just crap all over. That's what they're doing with it. Like that trailer looks like trash. It looks like a Marvel film. Unfortunately, it looks like a James Gunn Marvel film. Unfortunately, Captain America. Who cares? I love Red Hulk. I've got the figure over here. I've got like the book. I loved that first run. I don't care to see Harrison Ford basically screwing up and his entire legacy. while Sam Wilson just pretends to be Captain America.
Yep. All right, Bob, what about you?
There's a reason they're releasing Captain America on Valentine's Day. That's because it's going to suck. Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts could actually be funny, but it's probably still going to suck. And I don't see it actually being a huge hit. The only thing that might save that is because, like you said, Darnell, they're gonna do stuff to make the male characters comic relief, and that actually might work to bring in some normies. But I mean, we'll see. I don't see this making money, but it might do better than people expect. And then as far as Fantastic Four, I think really that's the only one of these three that wasn't already being made when Marvel decided to try to course correct. So that's probably the one that does have the most hope. But being that I just don't think they're going to get the Fantastic Four right. I mean, I'm being cautious with that one because I want to have high hopes for it, but they burned me too much in Phase 4. And so because of that, I'm just not sure. We'll see.
Phase horror.
Oh, good Lord. Now you're turning into me. So for me, I will say this. Fantastic Four, I do agree with you guys on the act of believing that it could be good because they did actually cast a decent lineup for them. The only thing that people really shitted on them for was the Silver Surfer casting. The only thing, they actually haven't done anything that bad to kind of be like, man, this could be bad. The problem with the Silver Surfer is people know, I mean, good Lord, man. Like, the fact that he may potentially not be in it is so bad. Like, why is... Because we talk about first impressions of people's first impression of the Fantastic Four, you might get a female Silver Surfer. That's just like, what in the fucking hell? But outside of that, if he's in the movie, all you could be like, hey, you kept it from me. You did a good job. Awesome. Thunderbolts with the trailers, the one that I have seen didn't look that bad. I think it might be the biggest sleeper hit. It might. Keep in mind. But keep in mind, we also had trailers that look good and we get a bad movie. I'm no stranger to that. Wonder Woman 84, cough. Oh, fuck. Good Lord. As you guys know me as well with Captain America, Captain Africa, Captain Food Stamps, Captain Shaniqua. Is there any hope for that? Like, I really don't want to see him fail. I really don't. I believe you guys. I don't want to see any of these movies fail. And I don't like Disney sometimes.
He only wants Captain African American to not fail for race solidarity. He's got to protect his brothers.
But it's like, all they have to do with him is
he's got to get a boat loan, man.
That was the weirdest plot point. That was the strangest one. This guy can't. He's in the government. Like he's in like apparently a Fed or something.
Stark can't give him a trust fund loan.
Why is he asking the white man for money? Okay, that's another video for another day. So, yeah, I just don't have any hope for Captain America 4. I mean, the first trailer I saw didn't look that bad, but I'm like, you know what? That's probably the best thing they put out was those trailers. That's probably the best parts of the movie, and those in between parts are gonna be like, hey, honey, do you want to go blow me in the bathroom so we can get past this movie? Yeah. So that's probably what it's gonna feel like. It's gonna feel like a Netflix and chill movie when you're watching it, but. Who knows? They're dropping Captain America 4 on Valentine's Day, and hopefully the other two movies can carry the dead weight, So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace. All right, before we go to the next topic really quickly, if anyone wants to check these guys out, I'll leave the links in the video description box below for their stuff when the videos drop. All right.
My clout.
Your clout? What do you mean?
Clout.
Why would I hate you guys? I hate all of you. I truly hate all of you. Why do you do this to me? Why is I'm not going down that road. Darnell wants me to do it. I'm not doing it. I don't believe in white privilege.
I totally missed what he's going off about. I have no clue.
What are you freaking out about? What comment was it?
I'm not freaking out. I'm just being a fucking dramatic bitch. Good Lord.
I get no clue what you were talking about. Like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, what's the problem?
I put it up for pretty good. Good Lord, man. I should be an actor. I should. I'll be as good as Mark Hamill was in Star Wars.
Okay.
No. Oh wow, no hope there. They're like, nah, you're a fucking loser. Wow, you guys have no hope in me.
people like Luke Skywalker, but most of people agree Mark Hamill wasn't a great actor in that movie. So,
yeah, good lord, man. How about Tony keeps all of his millions and Cap and fucking Sam gets a job? How about that? How about you get a damn job? So ask for a hand.
Well, how can he expect to get a job if he's unable to get any sleep because of his fire alarm detector going off?
He doesn't hear it, dog.
Yeah, that's just the noise that the hallway makes. You're right.
He could technically ask Pepper, and Pepper could get piped down by a black guy.
My thing is like it sucks because Sam Wilson is a great character and he deserves better, but they're trying to make him carry all this stuff that this character just can't.
Oh, dude,
carry.
Keep in mind, Doctor Strange 2, they had fucking Doctor Strange's ex getting piped down by a black man. Here's my new boyfriend. He's like Tyrone. Why? Why?
Right, now I have to go back and rewatch Mahler's video on Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Mom. Stop being an internet kid, Arza.
Okay, but the movie is called. Everyone calls it Mom anyway, so you can understand why.
It's called Multiverse of Madness. Yet they only visit like four different places. Crazy, right?
But Mom, the internet said that.
But Mom.
But if you guys haven't seen Mahler's video on it, it's 4 hours of excellence.
I can't do that.
Oh, yeah,
I love Mahler, but I ain't watching that.
You watch The Long Man on 2 times speed.
Disney is almost racist at this show.
Hell,
yeah,
I have
right,
2 EFAPs going right now.
Are you EFAPing on us? All right.
I'm fapping.
EFAP every time I pause. Excellent.
I hate you. And I hate you too. And I hate all you guys. All right. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a trailer reaction for the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So people on here have already seen it. I haven't. So I'll be giving my honest first reactions to it. So I just want to point out one thing before we watch the trailer. Just one. This show.
My clout.
Can I violate my contract for this?
Do we have to watch this again?
I haven't seen it. So
here, I can explain to you in 2 words.
You think I want to hear a gay
Black Harry. Black female Harry.
Oh, but the best part is I'm pretty sure it's not a woman.
Harry Potter.
Okay. So this
I want to violate my contract and just walk.
He's joking. He's getting fired tomorrow. So this show was announced in 2022 at the Comic-Con, right? Where they actually announced that the King Dynasty was going to be their Avengers movie until we know that didn't end up happening. So I find it so crazy that people are just now talking about this. This was already announced years ago. People didn't like it then. The fact that they actually went through with making it is astonishingly insane. That's crazy. It happened with X-Men 97 too. They announced it in 2022, and when it finally was like, is this coming out? It came out, and well, with that one, people actually kind of did like it. So here, I'll watch it for the first time. Here. Oh, every neighborhood needs a hero. Marvel animation, all new series, streaming January 29th on Disney Plus. Keep in mind, this is another show that I already saw pictures of that I wasn't interested in. This is not canon to the MCU, so it technically doesn't shit on the live action movies, but you know, I imagine this is just filled with race swaps. I saw the race swapped Harry Osborn and fucking Norman Osborn. We'll talk about that after this is over. Holy shit, this looks like shit.
just keep waiting.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Hey, Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
You know me, clumsy Petey Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom.
This looks like a Scanner Darkly.
Yes.
This might be the worst costume I've ever seen.
Somebody help me!
Pause it. Time out.
Yeah.
There have been 3 white people in this entire trailer. It's every other person in this trailer has been black.
That's
Asian,
3 too many.
Hispanic.
There's one good
gotta
white
check
person,
off
the
those
other 2 are
boxes,
evil.
Oh god.
Like, guys, it is in New York, so Like,
Jeez.
I'm just shocked we all speak English.
I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad?
Yes. No, that looks ugly. Who designed
yeah,
that?
the hoses in the backpack is really
Was
bad.
that Bully the voice of Miles Morales from the game?
I don't know.
It sounded like Miles Morales.
You think I looked into the voice cast of this?
Because it sucked?
No, look, hoses generally look good on characters. Spider-Man is a sleek design.
Ouch.
Oh,
that motherfucker's dead. That guy's dead.
That kid's dead.
That kid got knocked out with a brick like Debo did in Friday. That guy's dead.
Yeah, especially with spider strength.
Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hold on, he streams?
Yes.
Like that one bitch did in the Insomniac PS4 Spider-Man game?
It's easy to hack. Like, they know exactly who you are, kid. Like, trust me.
That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man.
Is this him streaming it, or is that the Bully who is streaming it?
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see.
I guarantee you this was supposed to be a Miles Morales show.
Just a young man cleaning up the streets, Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me.
So, you're Spider-Man.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's Norman Osborn?
Yep.
Yes.
You know?
Hold on. They did the meme? I'm something of a nagger myself? They did it! Marvel, it's a joke. Marvel, come on. What are you doing? I'm something of a Nick.
What kind of last name is Osborn? Let's look that up.
That's Osnaga.
Irish?
Yeah.
You're Spider-Man.
Damn.
Norse. English and Norse.
With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh, man! This suit's incredible!
Oh, God, it looks worse.
By achieving greatness, he was given the gift of white power.
This isn't even the
Why is he wearing... That's the anti-venom suit.
This suit debuted in the Aliens versus Avengers issue #1 comic. This isn't even new. This isn't like a big reveal or anything.
If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh God, I can't. I'm done. I can't watch anymore. I'm good.
Now, if you notice at the beginning of the trailer, they also appropriate Spider-Man #1's cover.
Yeah.
With him saving the citizen, but they replaced it with Harrietta Osborn. Harriet. Now, what are you willing to bet that this Harriet Osborn is going to be sent to the back of the bus as well?
Oh my God. Before we go, you know what? People saw me rant about this shit for how to DEI your dragon. Why is he black? Why is Norman Osborn black?
You got to represent, dude. You got to have representation of 12% of the population.
Why do they keep doing
12%
this?
of the population's got to be 90% of the show. You're so
I'm
correct.
just pointing out, most of the trailer looked pretty bad.
Wait.
But that is just the icing on the
Now,
cake.
MSK, don't you know Norman's always been black? Haven't you seen his weaves?
He's a ginger.
He gets his skin bleached. That's why he looks white in the movies and the comics for 60 years.
Is this what they think is actual, authentic representation? Is just turning him
You know what this was supposed to be? Because you mentioned it. This was supposed to be Tom Holland's prequel story.
Originally, yes. And then they turned it into some like alternate universe bullshit. Thank God. I mean, keep in mind, that Tom Holland trilogy isn't even great, but making it a part of that would have just been like, God, this has been absolute dog shit.
All I can say is, I've seen this. They missed a golden opportunity. X-Men 97 was pretty well received, and in X-Men 97, Spider-Man from the animated series made a cameo appearance in X-Men 97. They should have just revived that show.
I mean, is there anything good about the animation doesn't look that good either. Animation looks
it
pretty
looks
low quality.
Dude, it looks like a really shitty filter.
Like, there's some cool stuff Peter Parker did in here that I thought was kind of Peter Parker-ish, but this is basic stuff we've seen 1,000 times, like him being a scientist in a lab. Hey, I gotta go do something. Like, but that's not anything new. I expect that out of him. That's expected stuff. Like, there's nothing here that I haven't already seen before, and I think the others have just done better anyway. I don't know.
WZ, I get what you're saying, but if you could give us a little bit of details what you're talking about. I get what, but give us some explanation of why that they had to change the character in his whole origin as much as it was changed. Like why?
And no, actually,
just tell me one solid reason why it needed to be done.
But no, I will say Norman and Harry Osborn being race swapped isn't even the biggest issue. My biggest issue is that they are keeping the Aunt May from the Tom Holland movies. So she's still fairly young and fairly hot. Aunt May is supposed to be an old gray woman who can barely walk, who has to go to the sidewalk and sell shoelaces for 15 cents so she can try and make ends meet. That's Aunt May, not some relatively hot babe who MSK would definitely do unspeakable things to.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I was fine with Marissa Tomei.
I'll take Marissa Tomei in any movie. Yeah,
I love Mr. True.
I'll take her. I'll take her.
See, that is a change for the better.
Hey, I'll say there's some comic things that I enjoy, but there's also things in the movie that I enjoy. I'll be honest here, I don't like that Wolverine's short in the comic books. I like that he's taller. I think a taller one just looks better on screen if you're doing movies. But that's just nevertheless. I mean, I told you guys in the previous video that you're going to see before this one, I don't care about the shows anymore. That would only convince me more not to watch them. That just looked bad.
As a short guy, I feel happy being represented by a short Wolverine on screen.
Yeah.
Well, if you need to feel represented, just go watch The Wizard of Oz or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You know, there's reasons why they do all of these race swaps and gender swaps and stuff like that. Though at first, I think they were doing it to try to do something different or add shock
originally
value.
Yeah, you could think that,
but now it's become a point where a lot of these studios are required to do it. They're required to have a certain demographic represented. That's why
ESG
exactly. They're required to do it. So you're going to see it consistently in pretty much everything nowadays because it's a requirement. Otherwise, they're not going to get certain types of funding, or they're not going to get considered for certain types of awards and things like that. So there's reasons why
this is going to get an award.
Yes, it is.
No, this
is
terrible. That's beyond that. I'm just saying the swaps are something that you're going to just see all the time now because it's something they're required to do now. You have.
I understand where you're from, and I used to be under the mindset that the best actor for the job. Now, of course, best actor for the job doesn't apply to animation because it's voice acting. They don't have to look like the characters. But in general, if you're competent, make a new character. You don't have to swap ever. Make a new, even if it is somewhat derivative, even if it is kind of just Osborn, but kind of like 25% different. Make a new character so that we know. So instead of just swapping, just make someone new so that you aren't damaging what came before.
Agreed.
I just want to tackle onto your point. The reason why all those, not your point, it's just all your points are fine. I'm just going to tackle to them to maybe expand on them more.
Yeah.
All the arguments that people give are bad. Let's just go with one of them. Just one. I'm going to go the whole rabbit hole. Just
both of them.
That's what my wife likes by Tyrone and me. So there's a part of people who go, just put the best actor there for the job. Okay. Good Lord, then. If you're putting the best actor there for the job, well, wouldn't putting the actor there and making the character look like the character be also part of the job?
I think so.
I was gonna on my final notes. I was gonna say something like that.
So let's just go with this. Just one example. Harry Potter, he was portrayed by Daniel Radcliffe. Let's say swap him out. Let's go Jaden Smith. Okay, Jaden Smith was Harry Potter. Okay, people wouldn't like that because we know what Harry looks like. People want what they see in books to look like that on screen. Now, I understand sometimes they do changes, but those changes aren't like anyway. How many actual race swaps or gender swaps people actually like? Most of them are not well received at all, and they still keep doing it for whatever reason.
I did like in Black Adam. I'm being dead serious. How they the actor they got for Hawkman.
I remember that guy. Yeah,
that dude was cool.
Yeah, but to be fair, that character Hawkman is whenever he is reincarnated to a new body, like throughout time, so it makes sense that his race could swap.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that people always say is like, well, you should be happy they gave you diversity. No, who is happy with sloppy sex? I'll give an example here. Literally, if you dated a girl and she was like, "Man, you're the 5th best guy I've ever had," would that be good to you? No, that'd be.
I don't know. It depends on what the others have told you before.
No. Here's a better allegory. It would be like if I was with the girl for a little while, said it was done, and then
You were the
so
girl?
kindly
That's
handed
crazy.
it
That's
off
already a lie in
to
this
my
story.
black friend MSK, who really needs help getting any kind of laid. That's how it would be. Because I'm helping this poor black man who can't do it on his own get what he so desperately deserves because he's been so restricted and repressed for so long that he can have my sloppy seconds after I raw dogged it.
Good Lord. So that's the thing is all the arguments are just not good. None of them are. And keep in mind, they never revolve and they're just recycled. Like when people use the one of like, well, you should just get the best person for the job, or they do things like, why does it matter? Okay, literally, that's the biggest one. If it doesn't matter, why are we changing it then? If the race of the character literally has no bearing, why change it? So then they'll use a counter argument of like, well, then changing it doesn't matter. No. The company itself would be the racist ones because they found a problem with the skin color. They're the ones changing it. We're fine with the skin color. We don't give a fuck if it's the way it looks that we saw before. It's fine.
I say the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
And here's the other thing. The reason why nobody accepts the argument best actor for the job is because we were proven wrong so many times. The thing is, all of us on this panel were originally, most likely, except probably MSK, were very colorblind people. For the longest time, none of us cared about the race of characters on the screen until you forced us to care. And then once you forced us to care, you made us realize all of these race swaps, they're horribly performed and horribly written. These are not the best people for the job. And I know for a fact we will never be getting the best person for the job if you are race swapping from this point on.
Yeah, but a lot of times those race swaps are done. The intention was there to race swap it right from the get-go for diversity reasons or whatever the case was. It wasn't about the best actor for the role. For example, when The Little Mermaid, for example, they said from the get-go they were going to do a black Ariel. They had it from the get-go. They every single sister had a different race. The father had a different race. I mean, that was their intention from the get-go. If they had come out from the beginning and said, you know what, we casted her because she had the best voice, she had the best chemistry with the other actors, that's a little bit more understandable than if you come out and say from the get-go, no, we're going to do this because we want to have certain types of representation. A lot of it is the intent behind it.
Oh yeah, we went from a liberal worldview, and I mean that in the classical sense, to a leftist worldview. Right. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's the same thing. These movies are going to keep doing it. Even in I think Superman's going to be good. We'll talk about that next after this topic, but I do think Superman is going to be good. But even in Superman, they had to insert the black Perry White, even though the rest of the cast is pretty fine.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne.
No. Then another black guy's going to play Perry White.
I think I'm Man of Steel. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You bring up a point there, Dan. Is that once they race swap a character, it's difficult to go back.
They don't undo it.
They never do.
If they go back, they're racist.
And like
April O'Neil hasn't been white in some time because she's been black for a couple of different.
April O'Neil one was so bad.
I think Lawrence Fishburne killed that role, but you're right. Like it's not going to go back.
Yeah, I thought Lawrence Fishburne was great as Perry White, but once you make that change, it's harder to go back.
That's the thing too. Yeah, because Lawrence Fishburne, or even the black guy Jeffrey Wright, who did Gordon in the Batman movie, no one's saying that. And keep in mind, I'll be fair here. Sometimes there will be actors that do a good job, but at that point, though, why couldn't they just cast someone that looks like the character then? So they already know they because the mindset should be, I cast a good actor. Yeah. The actor thing shouldn't even apply because you should be casting best actor regardless of their skin color. But if you're going to cast a character that has history, well, why can't I get the character to look like the way he does then? If the mindset is the best actor for the role, he should also be able to look like the role too.
Looking like the role is part of being the best actor for the role.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, what?
It's why I could never play Reed Richards because I'm not smoking hot.
Good Lord.
And ripped.
All right.
Wait. Hold on. Well, now you said that. I'm gonna say what I said. Dan, how old are you? Roughly,
38.
Okay, so you kind of grew up in the late 80s as well. When you watched you and Bob, when you watched Aliens as a young kid, were you able to see yourself in Sigourney Weaver's role when she was fighting aliens?
I have
because at the end of the day, you relate to the human experience.
Mhm.
You don't relate to.
I don't care if it's a man.
Yeah, you don't
woman,
care about the other
black,
stuff.
Asian.
You just relate to the human experience.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
I have a vagina and I have boobs.
I can
and I have a period.
absolutely look when Apollo Creed, and this is one I always go to in my mind when Drago kills Creed in Rocky 4. Spoiler alert, SARS, I'm sorry. I put myself in Carl Weathers' fucking place. Like I as he's getting just pounded, like I'm like, man, the human experience. It's not like, oh, he's black. Oh, this is how it feels about black man getting his shit kicked out of him until he dies in the ring. No, I'm like, this is the human experience for me. And you nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it.
So we'll just go around. Final thoughts from the trailers and race ups and all that stuff. Arza, what are you thinking? Are you watching this? Do you care?
You know, I might do a watch through on my channel if I've got time. That's the real important question. Do I have time to do it? And if I do, I guarantee I'll probably be the only person stupid enough to do that. So
no one is going to go on your. And if you try to make a panel for that show, no one's going to go on it.
He's going to be by himself, fapping it by himself.
Exactly. Well, that's what I did for Agatha, and though I had one of those that blew up. I did the same thing for Penguin, but nobody watched that because Penguin's good. Why would you watch some sweaty loser review it? But probably not. No, this show is hopefully this show is going to be such a shit stain on the underwear that is Marvel that it's going to go completely under the rim and be completely missed and never catch the zeitgeist, so that Marvel might not have the brand damage that comes with it. Because Spider-Man is currently the greatest hero ever created, hands down. It won't take too long to dethrone him from that position if they keep shoveling the worst shit at him every single turn.
Yeah, they did it in the 90s.
The Marvel games.
So Miss
Marvel,
Marvel,
the Insomniac games, and they're trying it now.
All right, Darnell, what do you think? Watching this? Don't care.
No. Dog shit. I ain't watching this. I ain't watching that shit. No.
Okay. Well, that was fast.
It's gonna be a huge miss by Marvel, but they're gonna chalk it up as a win. The most watched animated show in the month of February. Watch
the
most watched show in the third week of February and on February in 2025. Spider-Man. It's
most
dog
watched
shit.
show on February 29th.
Yes, it's dog shit. It's gonna be it's gonna fail, and sadly, X-Men 97 is going to suffer from that show and from replaceable mail.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you think?
I don't think anybody's going to even think about it. I think it's like a tax write-off at this point. I think the only people who are going to watch it are people like the Friday night tight crews or whatever that are like just going to shit on it. No one's watching this. Kids aren't watching this.
Good Lord. Bob, what do you think?
I was considering watching it for my channel and for my panel show that I got.
What about your sanity?
It's not a movie.
But you know what? The thing is even with talking with my friends, and we've kind of decided we're probably not going to do it after all. We're just not impressed at all with this trailer. I mean, it looks like trash. Now, if we start hearing some good things about it and people start saying, hey, you know what? This is better than what we thought it was going to be, then that's going to be different. Then that's going to be a case in which word of mouth gets people to watch it. But just based on what I see from the trailer, I'm not interested in it.
You know, if I can interject real quick, Darnell just may remind me of this. Bo DeMeo actually made a comment on this trailer. He had his own reaction to it, where he came out and said that he had a huge issue with the fact that the people they race swapped were all evil. They race swapped Norman Osborn, Harry Osborn, so Goblin and Hobgoblin, and then they
Flash Thompson.
They race swapped Flash Thompson, the bully. And so the three villains were race swapped. And then somebody commented on that, how about we stop race swaps entirely? And Bo DeMeo responded with fair.
Yeah. Race swaps do nothing. And I repeat this. Race swaps themselves are one of the dumbest things because literally the standard is never applied equally. So someone will go, well, you can't do it for this character like Black Panther because it's intrinsic to his blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, then keep that in mind. Why does that not apply for every character then? Why is it the same logic that apply for every character then?
Why can't you have a white kid that gets raised by them and they don't have an heir and he becomes the Black Panther?
Okay, like so Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm kidding. So you're saying Gary from Nerdrotic cast it as Black Panther? Come on.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it. So that's my thing too is if we don't accept that for Black Panther because it's intrinsic that he's black, keep in mind, because what that logic comes from is an actual quote from, I think, Stan Lee or someone like that, when they talk about his race. Okay, so an artist creates a character for it to look a certain way because based off their worldview and how they looked at people. Why is that same level that's afforded to Black Panther not afforded across the board? So, but no one else does it. It's just the Black Panther. We can't race up that guy because blah 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 blah. It's like, you're a fucking retard. Then I'm sorry if you think that, you're stupid. Race swaps are dumb. They make no sense, and all they do is cause arguments.
Well, the same people that say the same people that will say it doesn't matter, it's not intrinsic, will tell you everything is political.
And they'll also tell you they're not fans. They'll tell you I'm a casual. I'm not a fan.
Well, if everything is political, that means his race is political, because then he couldn't be in that position if not for his race. Yeah. Like, it's a circular logic.
We know Spider-Man couldn't be in that role if he was Black. He'd get arrested.
Oh my, okay, and that's also true. And it's another thing is like, if we're doing this argument of like, why do people that aren't even fans, why are they the dictators of what the character can love? You don't know the character. You don't know they exist. You only know they exist right now. So apparently your opinion matters more than someone that has actually known the character longer. So that's ridiculous. People will literally self-admit to you, I don't care because I'm not actually a fan. They'll actually admit to you, they're like, I'm not actually a fan of the character. Then why are you?
Don't you know that Peter Parker is black coded because he's poor and lacks a father figure?
All right. So with that being said, my final thoughts on the trailer. For me, I could care less. The animation looks so bad. Will I give it a shot? No, because I haven't given a shot to any of these shows since She-Hulk, because none of them, just based off, not even just from the race swapping and everything, just an actual television aspect. They've not told a good TV show, and sort of like the one you probably like. So. Why would that track record I ever check them out again? I don't know. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're going to sign out, guys. Peace. All right. You guys ready for the big banger? The big dog, the big Dukes, the S on his chest. Not Henry Cavill, because he fucking stinks.
The S, it stands for hope.
Hope. So cringe, man. People are, okay, even if you like Henry Cavill, you will never convince me Amy Adams is good Lois Lane. Never. You'll never convince me of it. I'll actually hang myself if that ever is the reality I live in. Remember that movie in Netflix she was in where she was a fucking hillbilly?
Hillbilly Elegy?
Something like that.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
That's the JD Vance documentary? Wow.
Bioflick.
Hell yeah. I mean, this thing is, keep in mind, I'll also be fair with this. I will have, if I have time, I'll watch. Keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff I have to watch in general. So stuff like that will be like low on the totem pole in general.
Yeah, instead of watching that, MSK will be busy watching a different poll. Preferably one with a fat chipper on it.
Military dad sees his transgendered son for the first time. Oh God.
We gotta watch that.
No. I'll get.
Wait, how long is it?
It's like
be funny.
Seconds.
Oh, are we still on Spider-Man for a second?
No, we're done.
No.
We're
okay.
Done.
Well, I was gonna say.
Fuck you. Goodbye.
Who was talking about
blowjobs?
No. Shit. I was saying someone else said I had to go by Spider-Man and being black. Oh yeah, you were saying he's black because he's poor. He's black. Yeah, that thing. So one line of No Way Home really pissed me off.
Oh, he's like, I thought you were black.
Yeah, and like I'm sitting there like, okay, he's been. I mean, what black guy? Do you know any black person that talks like this? I know that sounds racist, but I mean, tell me I'm wrong. And then like it did not fit in that movie at all.
Well, the worst part about that thing is it goes antithetical to what Stan Lee said about Spider-Man's race. Spider-Man's race doesn't matter because the point of the mask is anyone could see themselves under the mask. So, on one hand, it aids to that by him making that statement, but the way that they handle in the film, it actively harms that and actually denigrates him as a white character.
Yeah, because he goes like,
and the thing is, Spider-Man isn't a white character.
White.
He's just a character.
No. That's how I took it when he does this.
I'm sorry, I'm white. Oh god.
Mr.
It reminds me of the
Stark.
people. Remember,
I'm white.
remember
Mr.
that video?
Stark.
I don't know what place was it at. It was 2023. We were doing the show, like the Iron Man podcast, whatever. And there was a video clip of like a bunch of white people getting on their knees like this, being like praying away their white guilt. It was the most cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Can I take theirs? Like, can I be Thanos with the thing? Just take their.
I'm done. We're going to the next topic. Oh my god, I know Bob wanted. You guys want to talk about Superman? I do too. All right. Do you guys believe in me? Fuck you all. Actually, go fuck yourselves. Actually, you all can go fuck yourselves.
I'm chewing. Give me a minute.
Are you sucking?
What are you chewing? And you have to turn your camera off.
They're giant slices of lamb.
Of lamb.
I'd watch you eat that, dude. That's fine.
You're so weird. Your generation was
I'm trying to be respectful.
You never had lamb? Lamb's good, dude.
Your generation was raised by wolves.
Lamb is good, dude.
Wolves.
This stuff was
lamb's delicious.
It was
what about butthole?
Grilled for like 3 hours, and then my dad has a meat slicer, so he basically just makes lunch meat now.
Dan, I have to ask you this,
and it's the best and cheapest lunch meat.
White man to white man.
Yeah, dog.
You eat ass?
No, I'm good.
With that facial hair? No man with facial hair does that.
Oh no,
they get stuck in them.
Oh, dingleberries in your beard. That's just disgusting.
I've never been that desperate for a sexual interaction.
I have. All right. So, you can tell I'm black, and I look like Michael Jackson on steroids and crack. All right. I'm black. I'm actually white. Hey
He
everyone.
just starts breaking down. Oh, I'm black.
I fucking hate you. Good Lord, I hate you guys. You guys are disgusting and black. All right. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about James Gunn's Superman movie coming out in 2025. So, you guys already know, as for myself, I did a trailer reaction on the trailer for James Gunn's Superman movie. You can go watch that. Right now, it's on the channel. You guys know I'm a big fan of Superman. Obviously, I've watched a lot of Superman movies and TV shows. Comic books, still working my way through that. I've read some of them. I'll be doing reviews of those very, very soon on my comic channel. So you got to go subscribe on that channel to see those videos when they drop. As you guys know, was not a huge fan of Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman pretty much at all, or Man of Steel, and I hated it more in BVS, and I kind of almost hated even more in Zack Snyder's Justice League and that Justice League movie that they called Justice League that came out back in 2017. Eventually, as you guys know, long story short, Discovery took over Warner Brothers. David Zaslav wants DC to be a powerhouse thing at their company. James Gunn is their Kevin Feige. He's doing Superman. He's spearheading the entire universe. We got the first trailer. People gave their thoughts and opinions on it. As you guys know, for me personally, I thought it was fine. There were some things that could have been better. Obviously, my biggest problem with it, he didn't talk. Superman's biggest thing that he's interacts with, he talks to them. He didn't talk at all. That's like, Superman should be talking, right? I think that's a bare minimum I should expect, right? Superman should be talking to people. Other than that, I thought it was fine. I thought it showed him in various different parts of the movie, potentially in the first act, where he's sad, defeated, happy, saving people. Those are good things to have in Superman. A bright, hopeful, optimistic Superman, I think, is the best and a lot of people like. And the trailer ended up doing very, very well. It's actually one of the most highest viewed superhero trailers ever at this point. 250 million views, probably surpassing it too. So before we get to reading what I want to read, let's start with Darnell. What do you think about the trailer? All right.
I put it in the same arena as Thunderbolts and Captain America.
Okay, I'll ask you this then. Are you more hyped for Superman or the 3 MCU movies?
Yes.
I imagine most people are. All right. Arza, what about you?
No, I'm not saying yes to Superman. I'm saying yes to your question.
You're fucking with me. Oh, good Lord. So, Arza, what about you, man? Do you like the trailer?
Honestly, the trailer's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the worst. If James Gunn does what I think he's going to do, it is going to be a great movie. But the odds of him actually doing what I think he's going to do, which is do a really negative movie that moves positive. So it starts off negative as a reflection of where we are in the real world, and then it shows a happy future. If that's what we get, I'll be happy. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be all negative all the time because that's the state of the comic book industry. The trailer was okay. That's what the trailer suggests. Everyone looks how they should for the most part. Fuck Mr. T. I hate that he's there just because I hate the character on principle. And not because he shares a characteristic with MSK, because his balls are stupid and overpowered.
I don't like black people either on some days.
Yeah, I didn't say that. The demographic I was talking about was homosexuality. No, he's being gay.
All right. Dan, what did you think about the trailer?
I was not impressed. I'm not a James Gunn fan. I think he only understands the facsimile of heroism and masculinity. I would defy anyone to name a male hero of his that was actually a man and not just the butt of a joke.
Besides Star-Lord?
Yeah, Star-Lord. I mean, any of them. Pick any male character he's made that's heroic.
Yeah. I could say Yondu would be the only one, but I attribute that more to Michael Rooker.
Yondu, the Suicide Squad.
But see, Yondu is a pirate. He's a rogue. He's not like a hero.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. He does not He does not understand heroes, and he does not understand men. I don't think this. I think this Superman will be a Superboy, not a Superman.
I will say for the Suicide Squad, I think he got them down good because those guys are.
They're not heroes. They're anti-heroes.
The Suicide Squad.
I know.
His question is heroes.
Yeah, James Gunn has never made a male hero.
Why would he write heroes in a villain movie? That makes no sense.
Oh my God! Stop talking and listen. He's never written a hero that's not a butt of a joke.
Yeah, he's never written a male hero. He's only written like boy heroes or like male anti-heroes ever. Even Super, his movie Super was not a male hero. He was a loser. I don't trust James Gunn. I think he's been given a Superman, and I think he's going to royally screw it up. I think he's going to give us. They're in the corporate uniforms, and it's going to be the Twitter idea of a good Superman based on vibes. It's going to be feeling. It's not going to be anything that matters. I don't know. I have terrible low hopes for this movie.
Sounds like your optimism is just from.
I am also a massive Snyderverse fan, so we can talk about that later.
I hate you. I literally hate you. All right, Bob, what about you, man?
All right, I liked the Snyderverse also, but I liked this trailer. I really liked it. I liked the vibe that it was giving me. It felt to me like Superman. I'm not saying that it's the greatest trailer I've ever seen, but I liked what I saw. I liked the addition of Crypto. Call me sentimental because I like dogs. I mean, whatever. But I had fun with this trailer. Now I understand what you're saying. That he didn't speak at all during the trailer. So I mean, I'm looking at it for what it is. It is a teaser trailer. Maybe the official trailer, I'll change my mind, or maybe it'll just reaffirm what I'm already feeling for this. But I liked what I saw, and I'm hoping I've got some good hopes for this. Probably a lot more than what you do, Dan, because I know where you're coming from with James Gunn, and I get it.
Yeah,
I just tend to think that there is so much writing on this that I'm thinking or hoping he pulls his James Gunn-isms back a little bit for this, because Superman has to have a different feel than a lot of his other stuff has had, because if it doesn't, then it's not going to succeed. So I'm hoping that he understands that and pulls it back.
I was saying, Zack Snyder really nailed Superman, did he? Yeah. The guy literally let his dad die.
He nailed a masculine hero. He did do that.
I liked Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman. Man of Steel is actually one of my favorite comic book movies. I understand why it's divisive. I get that because it is a very different take on Superman. I get that. I just happen to like it.
That's fine. So. Oh, and anyone who's watching this video, we're just fucking with each other. We love talking and disagreeing. It's all good and dandy. The thing that I would say, I read,
you called me a white devil.
There was an interview that James Gunn did with The Wrap that he was talking about his direction he wants Superman to go in. After I read that, I was like, I think he understands where to go with Superman. Now, keep in mind, and anything could happen in a literal 2-hour plus movie. But after reading the things he said about Superman, I'm actually way more confident than I was initially. You know, the thing with Superman when it comes to this now is there's so much writing on it. That's the problem. You know, because keep in mind, we know this movie's budget is going to be anywhere between like $200 million. Let's not kid ourselves here. So basically, the same thing we said about the MCU earlier in the show applies to this movie. This movie doesn't hit a certain amount of money, it's technically a failure. You have to award the same criticism the MCU gets. It's breaking. They don't want to break even. Oh, just put it right now. I know people are broke and just love being losers. Breaking even for companies this big is not good. Whoever said that to you, never listen to them for money advice ever. They do not care about breaking even. They want to see big profit margins for their investors.
It's not the same as if you can balance your budget of your household, you break even.
Right.
That's
Thank
not
you.
the same.
It's not the
Totally
same.
different.
Yes. But I will also, to Bob's point, the crypto thing, the only thing I will say, I like the dog. They should have just did what the Sonic movies did and made him look kind of like what he did in the crypto animated show.
He's a Labrador. He's a Labrador.
It's so cute. People have so much hatred in their hearts now. They're like, why is this dog there? He saved the little motherfucker. Can he get some shine? I don't care. Let the dog have some fun.
Well, isn't for Crypto being there? He shouldn't be there yet, though.
He's a dog. They should be like
he shouldn't either counterpoint. He's a dog.
I have a feeling that Crypto's just gonna like come in and out, just like at random moments. And the reason why I think that is because he is a dog. Like, I mean, have you ever? I mean, half the time you call your dog to you, he doesn't come to you. So I mean,
Crypto is just gonna be the Deus Ex Canine.
Nice.
I'm not a dog fan, but I like Crypto. I don't care where
it would be Canine Ex Machina, dude. You said God out of the dog.
And look, and to be fair, knowing James Gunn's writing, he's gonna write a lot of the guys to be comic relief.
Yep.
At the dog is usually comic relief as well. Have the dog comic relief, the whole movie is too much. I think I'm like Bob. He's gonna pop in and out.
Yeah, that's what I think he's gonna do. He's gonna pop in and out at random moments. Except for the moment in the trailer where we saw him call him because he needed help. I think that's going to be the only time where it's going to be pre-planned, where he actually called Crypto. Yeah. Every other time, I think he's just going to show up at random.
That trailer pisses me off to no ends because it does my 3 most hated tropes in superhero movies, specifically Superman movies. 1, Superman gets beaten within an inch of his life. His whole thing is he's invulnerable. They should have him be beaten mentally, like Lex does, right? My opinion. He gets beaten up. He gets beaten up, and like, oh, he's got a new weakness. I know he's got weaknesses in the comics, magic, lead, all the kryptonite. But I mean, they make him so weak in the movies. Like he's so easily take him out.
That's my thing. Is if he's gonna be vulnerable at this point, he's gonna fight a villain. There has to be a villain because I know it's based off the All-Star Superman book that Grant Morrison did. I might have to actually read that. I actually own it. So if the villain in that book is as strong as him, I think it's fine. The problem here is the reason why it didn't work in Man of Steel that way is because they didn't establish kryptonite as a way to kill them. So he had to literally kill him with his hands. I think in this movie, hopefully, I'll award James with the same criticism I said Zack Snyder. You need to establish a kryptonite as a thing.
Well,
because it'd be more believable if he's actually hurt.
Well, he did in BVS.
I don't give a shit how strong the villain is. I'd really give 2 rats ass. Superman is the strongest being
but you need
in
a villain
the universe.
That can oppose him.
What I'm getting is they beat him down with an inch of his life or kill him over and over again. It's been done to death. The other thing has been done to death. Whoa, Superman! I'm a generic human. I hate you because this. No, stop putting that in movies. Stop making him having to redeem himself to humanity every fucking movie, man. Come on.
I would say this. But most people would actually react that way. That's not a bad thing. No. That's very believable. Yes, they would.
I don't think so.
Yes, they would. You told me an alien that can shoot laser beams out of his eyes and can punch you with the inch of your life.
Who continuously
be fearful of that?
Who stops us from being killed by a supervillain or a fucking big kaiju?
Average people don't know that.
That dude's getting my respect. I'm not gonna fucking throw cans at him. I hate you. Well, you said me.
Dude, people literally don't like you for the color of your skin. You think an alien wouldn't change that? That's crazy.
Well, again, this is a comic book world.
Obviously,
it's been done to death. And the other thing I hate is it's a Superman movie, not Superman and Green Lantern and Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific and Crypto and whatever other heroes they haven't shown us yet that are probably going to appear in the movie. There's going to be too much time wasted on other characters when it's a Superman
That's my biggest point too, is there's been very few superhero movies that can do that, where you can balance out many characters. This is what I said in the trailer reaction. I'll just say it here. It really just depends on how much they're utilized. If they utilize Mr. Terrific like a character like Martian Manhunter, that's his friend, that's fine. You can have friendly characters. It just depends on how they're utilized. What are they doing integral to the plot? Are they there to help him with whatever he needs, or are they just there as eye candy to get to the next part? That's a clear difference.
I think they're going to be the antithesis. I think they're going to be the corporate hired villain or heroes that he like opposes by being like good. And again, that's my problem with James Gunn, is he kind of has these elementary style facsimiles of things like, oh, these guys are corporate, so they're bad. And it's like, dude, you're running a corporate business. Like, get over it. Like, I think the whole point is that Superman is going to be this childish wonder that inspires these heroes to drop the corporate overlords and be heroes again.
Superman.
Yeah, and I'm tired of it though. Like, that's not how Superman works in that way. Superman just does it regardless. Like, I think this Superman is going to be, again, a child. I think that's the only thing Gunn knows that isn't perverted. I don't think he knows man. I don't think this Superman is going to have a chest in the C.S. Lewis sense. Sorry for the nerd reference.
God, you're such a nerd. Good Lord.
Of course, Snyder, but also a very valuable point in that I don't know if James Gunn understands that there is a way to, or anybody in the current creative sphere understand that there's a way to be this idealistic, hopeful person and not be a child.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Because if you're not a child, that means you have agency, or that means people have to listen to you. And we have a whole generation, especially the Twitter generation, that does not like the idea of there being a standard they have to live up to. They want a parent that takes care of them.
All right.
That's my problem.
We'll go around. Arza, what do you think? Final thoughts on James Gunn Superman trailer?
I mean, I'm hopeful, but not too hopeful. You know, it's kind of like when you're trying a new microwave dinner and you hope it doesn't taste like shit. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this one.
This is a big budget microwave dinner you're talking about here.
Exactly.
Millions of dollars worth of money here.
But the other thing that I feel is I honestly believe that should this movie fail, it will be one of, if not the last superhero movie ever greenlit. Or not ever. Greenlit for several years. I think if this movie fails, everyone's going to take a break from comic movies because there will be they will see this as the death of it.
Failed just now. Have you seen the numbers of these last movies? People are taking breaks for years from now. But that's your point. Yeah, these might be the final nail in the coffin kind of thing. Darnell, what about you, man?
I mean, I said my piece. It's gonna be dog shit. In my opinion, I'm hoping that it's not for people who are like Superman, and I have hope still. I like Superman, but I don't have any hope anymore, especially with DC. The three things I mentioned all are mega turnoffs for me. I'm tired of seeing him beat up. Oh, he's going to get beat down, and he's going to spend the rest of the movie building himself back up to where he should have been in the first place.
Talking about character development? Yeah, fuck that.
But he does the same development. Oh, this movie. Oh, wait, this movie, we're going to copy it again. This movie, we're going to copy it again.
Like, there's like every single MCU movie ever.
Which I can't stand. I can't stand that fucking trope. As heroes have to, like, develop and be untouchable. Yeah. But Superman, Superman is one of those characters that should develop and be untouchable to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of humanity hating Superman, and I'm sick of having numerous characters, especially if they're going to establish the other characters like the other Justice League members exist. Why are these three D-listers hanging out with him when the other guys already exist?
I think that just boils down to personal preference. He just likes them. That's, I guess. He said he liked It's crazy. He's the only person I've ever heard say he actually liked Guy Gardner and Damian Wayne. That's some taste there.
I don't like Damian
I don't
Wayne.
get. I get tastes are all subjective. I mean, it's whatever, I guess.
Hey, he killed Nightwing in Injustice. Fuck Damian.
Good Lord, man. Dan, what do you think? You're a Snyder bro, so I have less respect for you now. We can't be friends anymore. I disavow everything you say. You're a white supremacist. I think you have white privilege. Did I do all that right? Did I do buzzwords right?
I'll give me all of your privilege. All of it. I don't trust James Gunn. I think he is incapable of writing a masculine hero, and Superman is the most masculine hero. He's a Christ archetype, for crying out loud. He can't do it. I think Snyder did it tremendously well. I think Reeves did it tremendously well. Like, not the director, of course, but they're doing Craig. I don't know what else to say, man. I think the movie is going to be sugary sweet.
I love sugary sweet.
And I think and forgettable. I think it'll make all the right people in the media, all the right people
no.
on Twitter feel nice in their tummies for a little while, and then it'll go away.
First of all, Hope, you hate the world.
It's not gonna be.
You're
It's
a
not gonna be.
human being.
It's not gonna be hopeful. It's gonna be hopeful.
That's what I hate. You guys, I hate you. I literally hate all of you. I hope you all burn in hell. You hate hope. You hate life. Good Lord.
You hate life.
You guys literally hate life. I'm calling it out as I see it. I'm kidding. All right, Bob, what about you?
I liked what I saw. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I do want to see another trailer because I've been burned too many times by comic book movies. But you know what? I liked the Guardians movies. I liked James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I'm willing to give him a shot with this one. And like I said, because there is so much riding on this, I do think that he's gonna pull back a little bit. Now I could be wrong. It may be awful, but count me intrigued based on the teaser trailer. I liked what I saw.
Oh, and one last thing, Bob. To clarify, because what you said, I don't think it's going to be Gunn needing to pull back. I think it's that he doesn't have the capacity to go past that.
No, what I mean by pull back is that there are certain things that he does in his movies that I don't think will work for Superman. Period. Like types of humor, types of the way he writes certain characters and stuff like that. And some of that goes to what you're saying, but just even beyond that, like I don't think you can the type of humor that he had with Guardians, the type of humor he had in Suicide Squad or
Peacemaker,
what he's doing right now
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, none of that will work with Superman. If Superman, if he doesn't get that right, the rest of the DC universe is dead.
That's the thing, as I'll bring up, is Superman has a specific style of humor that works for his character. Now, I will say this: if James Gunn can pull it off, people can say
it's competent humor. Superman works because he's competent.
He's got that small town, competent,
he's got that
everyday slice of life humor.
That 1940s World War II guy going to fucking Europe to fight in the European theater type of sense of humor. That's what he has. So
my final thoughts as we talk about the trailer. Good Lord. There's just a lot. Obviously, everyone's got their own different opinions on what they view as Superman, which is good. That's what Superman's supposed to be. But I will say this. After reading the stuff that he's talked about as he make the movie, I do genuinely think he's going to do a good job. I honestly think he's going to do a good job. But keep in mind, I could be wrong. Because given the fact that superhero movies recently have just not been hitting as well, it could be very much the fact that it's not good. The only part that I really actually am just still questioning is when you add in this many characters, and I'm always fair with every movie when it comes to this, not just James Gunn, if they're not integral in a certain way where they matter, then that's where the movie starts feeling like, okay, then why was that character there? Because then people will start being like, why is that character there if it didn't really matter to the plot? Because he said this is not to set up other movies. This is just to be with Superman. So essentially he's saying that these guys have to be integral to the plot regardless, right?
Oh my God. So I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Well, here's the thing: is James Gunn is good at making memorable characters because what he does, and the reason he works in ensemble is because he doesn't know how to write a single character. He knows how to take a group of characters and assign them a massive personality that no human being has ever had. He splits a human into 6 different parts.
I will say the group thing is actually decently talented because how many super movies have we seen where the groups do not pay off because they don't know how to incorporate the actual time limit?
He's great. He's great with groups because he makes them caricatures. He does not know how to write humans.
At this point, the only movie I want to see from James Gunn is the Mystery Men reboot.
Good Lord.
See, that would actually be okay. It wouldn't be as funny, but it
was. I forgot about that fact. He said it's not setting up anything else. Then why the fuck do you have 4 other characters?
Because he doesn't know how to write a Superman that stands by himself.
No, I mean, I know, but for fuck's sake, good God.
He doesn't know that, man. He doesn't know his own flaws.
In X-Men movies, there's 1,000 different villains there. They don't set up anything. They're just there. I'm just pointing out it's happening in a lot of other Superman movies as well. There's Superman comics with many villains and superheroes there with him.
If you read an X-Men comic, you're expecting the X-Men team.
Yeah.
You're watching a Superman comic, you're expecting the Superman character, not Superman and D-list friends.
Well, here's the difference.
There's plenty of Superman comics that have him with other people they're fighting.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
The problem is I hate to compare the two, but you have to. Snyder wrote a Superman.
You lost me at Snyder wrote. I'm already out. Done.
He wrote a Superman that was multifaceted, that was one within himself, that had multiple ways of looking at things. Gunn doesn't know how to do that. Gunn has to take the parts of Superman and put them on Guy Gardner. He has to put them on Hawkgirl.
That's Snyder. What you just said, it's applied to Zack Snyder. All
no,
that.
There's only one hero in Man of Steel, and it's Superman. James.
Man, people smoke crack, and you shouldn't do that.
He has to separate the human being into an ensemble. That's the only way he knows how to write.
I love you guys. You guys are too fun with me sometimes. But, you know, I have hope in this world. I believe James Gunn's Superman. I'm his supporter. There you go. I will be James Gunn's biggest on Twitter. And I'll have the S on my chest. I have hope in the world. I love guys. I love too much. I'm getting out.
You love guys?
Oh, no. That's
I knew it.
Really
Clip it, WZ.
At least, can he give me a better Lois Lane than Amy Adams? Please. And she did have some big tits.
It's not gonna be the girl from Miss Maisel, I'll tell you that.
So, as you guys know, for me, I believe in James Gunn. After reading what he said about Superman, I have hope. But to be fair, I could get burned, just like my skin. I'm actually really a white guy.
Bob, you and I should talk Snyderverse sometime.
That's just two dudes jerking each other off. I'm not about to watch that. Oh my God,
Barza would.
So good. No, we're not doing that. But thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace. That's pretty heated back and forth. But I tell people, why you do these things. Different opinions can always be fun. It's always fun. You guys took an L. I destroyed you. I put you in the dirt.
I'm gonna have to run, fellas. I gotta take care of the kid.
You have those?
You have 2 of them.
Yeah, man, you're fine. We only got the one more last topic anyway, so you're fine.
Well, thank you so much for having me on, man. I appreciate it. Nice meeting all you guys.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Dan.
Take care.
Hey, bud.
God, fucking Zack Snyder sucks.
I got more to talk about. Shit.
What else is there to talk about? I actually don't have been paying attention to the news.
Good Lord. That's Bob. Bob wanted to talk about Star Wars tonight. I was like, you know what? Star Wars been in the news recently. It's kind of like a one thing. Well, we'll go over it just a little bit. I'm pretty sure you've heard about all these things. It's not about hearing about them. It's just what now the media has shifted. All right, so last one. We can get a whole banger out. Oh, God. Oh, I love getting to bang my wife every night. That's my pillow / my hand. All right. Hey, everyone. I'm MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Star Wars, actually. So I know a lot of you guys have been thinking and talking about Star Wars a lot. You probably talk about Star Wars in your friend groups in real life. You probably talk about Star Wars in your, internet groups that you talk to online. But the thing that's been a consistent thing with Star Wars the last, basically ever since that 2020 investor day that Disney had a long time ago when we were all in that lockdown virus period, they keep announcing shit that doesn't come out. Then they'll go harder on announcing another thing, almost confirm it, and then it's announced that it's getting basically either scrapped entirely or it's pushed back. So use an example, the Rey movie. Okay, they actually fully went in with something that I criticized them for. Hey, if you think Rey's the best character ever and you want to push her, give her a movie. Credit? They actually announced it. I was like, okay, you got some balls there. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's release date changed. Oh, it's scrap production. Rumors it's not going to happen. But we are going to get the Mandalorian and Grogu movie in 2026. So that one they did keep the promise on. But keep in mind, that's one promise out of how many that have failed? Like the Lando show canceled. Rangers of the New Republic with Gina Carano canceled. The Rey movie canceled.
Rogue Squadron
canceled. They gave her a trailer. They let Patty Jenkins come over and do a trailer for them. Canceled. How many canceled shows and movies have they announced that they just do it just to get people talking about Star Wars, just so people could just forget about them? That's really all it is. And then now, recently, literally, it's just happened in November last year. Guess what happened? They announced this guy, Simon Kinberg, who directed Dark Phoenix. He's going to do the next Star Wars trilogy. Come on, okay, follow this here. He's going to do the next Star Wars trilogy. That's announced, okay? Days later, the media comes out and goes, wait a minute. They've been announcing shit. They haven't been following through on the promises. holy shit, the media is finally attacking Star Wars. No, but hold on. When you guys do it, you're not incel, racist, misogynistic, homophobe, Nazi sympathizers.
They're allies.
And then you literally have the Hollywood Reporter. Basically, I'm paraphrasing some of the article. You guys can go read it. I don't want to read it because obviously I'm just blowing my brains talking about Star Wars. I remember there's a part that I read where it went. I'm pretty sure you remember, Bob. Remember? There's a part where they literally said they don't know where to go with Star Wars now because there's no. Essentially, what they were saying is from the insiders, there's no new main characters for them to go off of anymore. Yeah, because you fucking killed them. No shit. Now, this is what Star Wars does. Announce something. 2 years later, where is that show? Oh, yeah, you know, we announced another movie. Release date. Oh, awesome. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, it's release date changed. The fuck? It's just constant cycle. That's why you guys haven't seen me do Star Wars videos. Every time they announce something, either it's canceled or it's release date shuffled, or you learn, you learn about other bullshit that ends up happening along the way where now the media is like catching on. It's like, and they've been talking about this too. Why do you keep announcing shit you're not going to follow through with? They have no idea what to do with Star Wars. And I'm sorry, people. Star Wars is always for fucking losers and nerds. I was never into it that much. I didn't watching every single movie, obviously. I like the original trilogy. I think the prequels are pretty much dog shit, in my opinion, outside of like the third one. Even that's just like kind of so bad it's good. You know, I hate the fucking episode 7, 8, 9. Solo, I didn't hate it, but it's like I don't care for it. I ain't rewatching that shit. Rogue One, only really memorable because the Darth Vader scene. Everything else is pretty forgettable. And you have episode 9, and that made me want to hang myself. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, trash. Boba Fett, trash. What are we doing here?
Acolyte was good.
Franchise anymore? What is this? You fuck off. I saw a trailer of that and I was like, this is trash. Acolyte, another thing where they recently said, yeah, we hope to get 3 seasons in a movie out of this. With that trailer, I'll be honest, I just saw the trailer. It looked like shit. It looked like actual shit.
That means you were missing out on Disparu's amazing videos.
If it means never looking at this ever again, I'm glad I didn't. I didn't waste my life. I was busy having sex with my wife. But just, I'm pretty sure you guys have thought the same thing too with Star Wars. At this point now, what do you do with it? Announcements, no, and then they just scrap everything. They don't know what to do with their characters. There's no lead characters. They squandered their chances for the sequel trilogy. No one likes those movies. Don't let people on Twitter gas at you. No one likes these in real life. Talk to anyone in real life. Literally, real life human beings.
No.
I know they exist. Touch grass. Everyone should. I've not met a single human being. Maybe like 2 people. Maybe like 2 people. I'll give 2. There's been like, I'll say a 98 to 2. I've not met a single person that actually genuinely likes these movies. They're not good because they stink. They're absolute horse shit piles of garbage. Bob, I'll ask you. You like Star Wars a lot. What do you think the state of Star Wars is at right now? It's not good.
It's in the dumpster. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's pretty bad. They basically turned Star Wars from an event that you go to a bunch of bad shows on a streaming service. That's what it is now. It's nothing interesting. Nobody cares about it anymore. I mean, it's like you said, you've got all this stuff that they're announcing. And I think they do it at this point just to keep their investors happy that, we're working on something. And they throw a bunch of stuff out there, seeing what will stick. And if something seems to catch a little bit of interest, then they'll move forward with it. But beyond that, I don't think there's really anything to Star Wars anymore. Star Wars basically killed itself. They had a golden opportunity. Everything was gift wrapped for them when they bought it. You had Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, all on board to come back for episode 7. The simple thing to do would have been to have them as the lead characters for episode 7. You introduce some new ones, and as the trilogy went on, you reduce the role of the original characters and you push your new ones. Yeah. And that's what you do. But instead, they decided to be stupid and
they make
a bunch of stupid shows that nobody cares about.
Yep.
Like you said, Obi-Wan sucked, Boba Fett sucked, Ahsoka sucked.
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is. Ahsoka.
So, I mean, and the Acolyte.
What was that? What was that?
God, that could be the worst television show I've ever seen in my life. So,
I'm
not talking about just Star Wars. I mean, period. So,
Yeah, like that's my problem right now with it is they're just announcing stuff just to keep the interest there, but they know the interest is literally all animosity. Everyone's apprehensive. They're like, I don't want this anymore. What they have to do, the only thing that could save them, I'm not saying it would, just my crazy mind. I love being optimistic, as everyone knows that. You literally just have to recast the main leads. You have to. Because if the reason that they don't feel confident in new projects is because they don't have main leading characters to lead the franchise, I'm sorry. I'm not shitting on people. I'm really not. You have to get over this attachment to actors. People die. People move on with it, like they roles in their life. People get old and they can't do the roles anymore. You have to recast Han, Luke, and Leia. You have to. Now, am I saying reboot Star Wars? No. I just said recast the actors so you can keep the characters around. Because the argument is we don't have any leading characters. Fucking recast them. You have literally the access to entirely of Hollywood. People will love to play those characters. So it's not that you can't have access to people. They just don't want to put those characters out anymore.
Sebastian Stan played Luke in the season finale of
right
season 2.
That's the argument. Recast. What is this thing with Hollywood now where they're like, we can't recast because we love this actor so, but the show must go on. There's going to be people that don't do it as good as the original. Who cares?
They don't recast because it is a convenient way to get what they want done. They won't recast T'Challa because they want a black woman. They won't recast Luke because they want a white woman to play Luke's role.
You get it.
All being done so they can change the character to get what they want because they have no issue recasting. Look at Harrison Ford in Captain African American. He's a recast.
Keep in mind, they recasted William Hurt 3 months after he died of cancer. He died of cancer. Like Chadwick, just same thing. Died of almost the same cancer. They're like, you know what? Black guy, yeah, you can recast it. You're too valuable. White guy, fuck out of here. Ew, who remembers you, William Hurt? Like, that's the thing is, Star Wars has no leading characters no one cares about anymore because literally they're all dead, metaphorically speaking and physically. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. She's gone. There's nowhere the franchise to go. Literally, I would just say this as a hopeful, optimistic, good-looking, rich, sexy black guy with a hot wife and a Lamborghini outside. You just have to
Hot Wheels.
Yes. What you have to do is just keep it dormant for a while. How about 5 years? Take 5 years off. After the Mandalorian Grogu movie, announce nothing new. Take literally a decade off. Nobody, I repeat, nobody cares for this anymore unless you're some Disney sycophant. Yes, and I do agree to some extent. There's people out there that probably like the Disney stuff. I'm not even shitting on if you do. It's all different opinions, different strokes for different folks. But objectively speaking, people that don't like Disney stuff is more of the mass. Let's just be honest here. And it ain't hitting with people. Keep in mind, Star Wars now is just reduced to TV shows coming out. If you told me that 10 years ago, I called you crazy. Yeah, you had the Clone Wars, obviously, but before the Clone Wars, it was movies and books, So let's start with Arthur. What do you think, man? What's the future of Star Wars? Or do you think they're just done? You think it's over? You think no one cares anymore?
Yeah, they've killed it. This is one of the few brands that they really overly killed it, and it wasn't the sequel trilogy that killed it. It's how they responded and what they produced outdoors. Because I didn't fall in love with Star Wars until 2019. I think it was COVID when I fell in love. Watched it in chronological order because that's the way to watch
the movie.
I know, right?
Crazy,
I didn't watch the sequel trilogy because I have some modicum of self-respect. And then I went back and I watched the Clone Wars and the Rebels. And then I forced my little sister to watch it all because I thought she'd enjoy it. And she did for a little while until she decided she didn't anymore. And yeah, she's
like 4. The thing is, they don't know what they want. They want like string cheese for lunch.
I made my mom rewatch them all because she hadn't seen them in a long time. So my entire family could watch Mandalorian season 1 and 2 together. And then when we realized season 2 kind of sucks and they waited too long and they released Boba Fett and all this stuff, they killed my newfound adoration for Star Wars so goddamn fast. There is no future for Star Wars unless they decanonize everything made since the prequels and they start over from like 5 years after the fall of the Empire. And you have it with a middle-aged Luke running everything, creating a new temple.
You have that. You have that comic storyline after Return of the Jedi. Because keep in mind, a lot of people don't actually know this. Star Wars went on in other media after Return of the Jedi. There's a story called The Dark Empire, Dark Republic, something like that. It's honestly, I have some of the books. I've skimmed through it. Looks really, really good. Could have did that. No, they didn't. They chose to give you fucking Rey.
And you give us fucking Mara Jade. You put her in there, and you respect what came before.
Nothing did. They had nothing to go on when they bought this. They bought the IP.
Oh, yeah, no, there was no source material. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, I forgot. Captain Ken said, Captain Ken literally said, yeah, a lot of guys call me to work on Star Wars project, but I have a priority with hiring women. Literally, paraphrasing, almost word for word what she said. What an actual fucking loser. Darnell, what do you think, man? Think Star Wars is just dead? You don't care anymore?
Yeah, I don't give two fucking shits. And that was the first IP I fell in love with as a very young Darnell Quigley.
You were young? That's crazy.
I fucking absolutely loathe the IP now. I regret the connection I have to it. Is when people
so
when
dramatic,
I say no, that's how I feel when I mention Star Wars. Like the look I get from people is like I kicked their dog. Like it brings up the feelings that they felt, the betrayal feelings they felt with those 3 fucking shit movies. You want to make a good sequel trilogy, the original Throne trilogy, and the iJedi book. Make those 4 into a trilogy of movies, and if you want, sprinkle in the X-wing, the 9 X-wing books as like a series that takes place before or through the movies. You got yourself a perfect sequel trilogy with companion show that people will fucking eat up like it's Thanksgiving and haven't eaten for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Bob, what about you?
Well, unless they take a break and absolutely overhaul Lucasfilm from top to bottom, it's pretty much dead. It's been dead for a while. Actually, what killed it for me was Obi-Wan, because that was actually something I was really looking forward to. You got Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back, and instead of making the show how it should have been, a character study of the two, they decided to do whatever the hell that was, and it was really awful, and that just really killed it for me. After that, I was pretty much done. I lost all hope in
grown men.
Yeah, I lost all hope in Lucasfilm after that. And not that I had much hope to begin with because of the sequel trilogy, but I did enjoy the ending of season 2 of The Mandalorian. So I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll start going in the right direction. And then Boba Fett came out and I was like, oh, okay, that sucks.
And keep in mind, with just Mandalorian, you said it's proof they can do good stuff. It's proof.
Yeah,
I was shown.
Surely they can get Obi-Wan right. And when they screwed up Obi-Wan, I was like,
yeah, after Obi-Wan, I was done. Literally, I even said this back in the day when I had my Nightwing podcast. You guys still watch, it's on Spotify. If they do not do this show good, I'm done. I will not sit here and watch horse shit for weeks on end. Obi-Wan ended, and I was like, you know what? There's a rope, there's a wife, and then there's a street. You guys can pretty much envision what happened there. So, if anyone doesn't know, after Return of the Jedi, there's a Star Wars series called Star Wars Legends. It's an epic collection from, if you want, a comics. Star Wars Dark Empire, The New Republic. That's what they should have did after they bought Lucasfilm, but they didn't because they're stupid. That's the thing is, people love shilling for this Disney Star Wars stuff. If you genuinely like it, I have no problem with that. We all have different opinions. That's not the point. The point is that when you start looking at it and going, well, right now you're fucking racist and misogynist, bro. I'm going to say, the Acolyte just came out.
Yeah, you're calling me that, but Disney shrank Finn for the Chinese poster. Mm-hmm. Disney covered T'Challa on the Chinese poster for Black Panther. Disney changed Finn's amount of his role for China. Yeah, we're the racist though.
Keep in mind, it's also another. Speaking of black people tanking franchise, Acolyte star that Shaniqua bitch, whatever her name is, she made a diss track to the fans talking about how racist you were for not liking his show.
Don't fuck with your Discord. Fuck you. I don't fuck with your Discord.
Yep.
In all fairness, that was actually more entertaining than the Acolyte.
When do you?
Well, no, the Ryan Kinnell version is what's really entertaining.
Oh my god, that was good. I'll give you that. That was good. The thing I will say about this: when do you know in any movie and show that you've ever watched in existence, an actor or actress making a diss track on the fans? That's never happened. Oh my goodness! And then after the show got canceled, they were like, "Well, why anyone watch the show? Your main leading lady put a diss track out there for fans. Are you fucking retarded? You lack that much self-awareness? Literally, the show was canceled. People were like, oh my god, oh my god, you racists and bigots got it canceled. No. They came out and literally basically admitted it didn't make sense to keep pumping money into this, knowing there was no viewership, no show. Racist. I don't know if you guys get it. No viewership, no show. Didn't matter what Nerdrotic said. Didn't matter what Ryan said. Didn't matter what any of us. Even if we shitted on it the same way, it wouldn't have mattered. If the majority said, I like this by my viewership, it gets to stay. But it didn't, because people literally watched the first 2 episodes, and by the report, going off what Deadline said, because they reported it first, everyone dropped off after episode 2 and only came back for the season finale. That's it. That means the quality of writing was so unbelievably shit, because people gave it a chance. People were like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. And you shot them in the fucking foot. This franchise stinks now. It sucks. I'm sorry. You literally have to do what Bob and these guys said. You just have to take a break after Mandalorian Grogu and literally actually come up with a plan. One that you stick to, not announce random movie to get some hype and then you just forget about it. Will the Rey movie come out? I want to 50-50 on. They might do that just for vanity, just for, just for that whole feminism bullshit they want to do. They might do that one. But other than that, it's over. Like, what was that Rian Johnson trilogy? It's never happened. Taika Waititi movie? Not happening. Kevin Feige Star Wars movie? Not happening. I can go down the road here. I remember all these announcements. I was there. Kevin Feige was supposed to do the Star Wars movie? What happened with that? Disney? Nothing. How many people got announced Star Wars movies? They're gone. Because that's all they can do. Announce stuff, and then that's it. Or, it's crazy how this franchise proclaims to love women, yet they treated Patty Jenkins like straight shit. Patty Jenkins, back when we used to make Twitlongers, had to tell us on a Twitlonger her fucking movie was still in development. But they like women, right? They love women. They treated her like such shit. Are you serious? Good Lord.
Well, in all fairness, she did make Wonder Woman 84, so that's what happened to her.
Maybe they saw the great scene. They're like, you know what? Maybe our views don't align with that. Right, good Lord.
Because notice that she was making the movie until Wonder Woman 84 came out.
She was making it. With Disney and Lucasfilm making it was like, do you have the script? No. Oh, cool. We just announced it. Awesome. Fuck off. They got to like maybe, they said pre-production. What did you do? Talk? That's all pre-production is talking, essentially. But yeah. I don't always do the Star Wars. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't do the news videos for Star Wars. There's no point. We know that shit ain't coming out. Just like my dad, he ain't coming back. Bro. MSK, Sammy Kimber, Disney Star Wars children. I don't give a fuck. Ain't coming out. I know that's a fake announcement. That's fake hype. They paid the media for that. Ask Simon Kimber.
MSK will come out before our Star Wars project does.
And I will come out with a BBC inside my wife. All right, so thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Wow, we got some bangers tonight. I've never did 4 videos once on a show ever. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, we did do 4. Shit.
That's first. The only time it's happening.
We did it once.
We did it. You're right. Yeah.
It was short ones though, very short ones. We
no more again, fast. Man. No, no, we did. We had a great conversation. A lot of people were like, we need structure. We always had it. It's just there's not enough news to talk about every single week.
Yeah, like I get like people enjoy this 3-topic thing. Like people enjoy it.
Hated it. Look at his face. He hates it.
Shorter. They're generally shorter, and we stay on topic a little bit more. That's what people have told me.
I'm gonna have to go deal with my kid soon. Face.
Yeah, we're gonna do outros. As you guys know, tomorrow's my day off. I have a lot more content to do. I have to clip all these videos out and put them up for you guys. So I'm gonna be working all night.
That means you can listen to my beautiful voice again. I'm so envious of you.
Oh, before we go, Arza, the community tab is open to all channels. You can update your community with your community tab. You can type out an update without even need to do the video if you need to. Just saying. Yeah, the more you know. All right, so we'll start with Darnell. What you got planned coming up, man?
Tomorrow night, trivia time with Darnell Quigley. Darnell Quigley returns after being off for the Christmas holidays. We come back. We're going to be doing just a general show. I got Theo Snodgrass and Drunken Emerald Arrow as the panelists tomorrow. I'm open for another panelist, and if another female can be found. Female. Why is this happening?
You need females. I got plenty of them. They're coming up my ear.
Will you settle for someone who has similar interests as a female?
Are you asking for yourself?
Maybe.
We'll talk after
See, I fired Tiny and I gave her to Emerald and Darnell. You know, it's crazy. I had her first though. I'm just kidding.
So yeah,
holy crap.
That tomorrow. In a few weeks, we'll be finishing off the panel tournament. We have a sudden death. We had a tournament plan. We could do a sudden death tournament for the championship belt. It is a actual championship belt that we're playing for. And then sometime in March or April, we'll be finishing the chat tournament, which will also be for a championship belt there as well. I'm going to be recording some audio for episode of Mr. Burger's show coming up soon. Friday, I will be on insert title here at 11 p.m. Central Time. And Saturday, provided my kids allow it, I'll be up late enough to be on MSK show Saturday night.
Oh, if you want Saturday off, you can. Well, we already have enough people if you want.
Okay, I may have to because like with a new sport starting up, it's killing certain days that I had free before.
That's fine. I already have Saturday covered.
Okay, cool. So. And lastly, you go to youtube.com/@shamrecords. It is my AI created music. Me and a buddy, we write the music, we score, we tweak it till it comes out to be an actual song, and we post them there. We just released an album last year technically, called Boomer's Gonna Boom. It's about, I think, 8 songs about how, you know, us older people can't stand these stupid phrases and all this dumb technology kids have and how good they have it. That's it.
All right, Arza, what about you?
Well, like I said earlier today,
firing. I'm reducing his days to 1 day.
Like I said earlier,
schedule next week, buddy.
Wait, you guys are working more than 1 day? God, I got lucky. Darnell, this is a blessing in disguise. Don't worry.
Good Lord, man.
But no, as for me, I want to be uploading daily. My schedule's a bit jank. You know, my nephew's been staying over a lot. We just had a really bad winter storm. So I've been dealing with some life stuff recently. So yeah, I just haven't had time to sit in front of a camera, record, and then edit and upload. Because usually I actually have to. No, WC, we aren't getting paid. I so wish we were. Yeah, I'm usually holding a 9-month-old, and as anyone who knows anything about 9 months old, they make it impossible to do anything you want to do.
They go to sleep, right? Don't they go sleep for like 2 hours sometimes?
You think kids sleep?
Funny joke.
Yeah, they do that when they're like what?
For like 5 minutes, and he knows the moment he sat down, and the moment he sat down, he's up again.
Yeah, you know, it's the myth that like babies, I think, do that thing of like sleep every couple hours. It's like maybe they're 6 months old. When they're like a year old, no, they're dancing for a while.
Okay,
they're like
my sister wants to try and start getting him on a regular schedule. And when he was ready for bed at like 8 p.m., she's like, "Can you try and keep him up until 9?" I'm like, "I will do my best." He was up for an additional 10 minutes before I could no longer wake him up. He was dead. I did my best. There is no controlling when a 9-month-old sleeps. There is no controlling him.
In my experience, with taking care of kids, girls usually went to bed better than boys did. I found girls usually typically went to bed easier than boys. Boys, oh my goodness, man! Oh,
I have 2 of each, and I could say for me, that's how it was. Yeah,
but you know, easy. I'll get back to doing regular videos as soon as I can. And worst case scenario, that starts on the 12th when I'm back in school, and I will have a regular schedule. Until then, we'll see what I can get out.
Just use the community tab. All you gotta do.
I just posted a post. Thanks for letting me know, reminding me about that, because I completely forgot that thing existed. Now the problem is, my dad watches every single one of my videos. I walked into my door the other day and I heard my video blasting from his TV room. Like, why the fuck are you blasting this out loud? Stop.
See, at least you got a dad. I didn't. Well, that's
my white privilege. Yeah. The only thing so hopefully he doesn't see because he makes fun of my videos. So hopefully he just ignores that community.
You're fucking garbage. Need to improve, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry I sounded too white on my last video.
Oh shit. If he sees you on the stream with a black man, he might disown you. Good Lord. All right. Bob, what about you, man?
Here on YouTube or over on YouTube, you know, you can check me out at Bob Loves Movies. I did get a review out of a show over on Peacock recently called Lockerbie: A Search for Truth that was based on the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 back from '88. Because apparently there's a trial coming out later this year about one of the alleged co-conspirators. So I'm curious to see what type of interest will be renewed in it from the show as well as with that trial. But I thought the show was kind of cool. It had Colin Firth in it. So I thought that was pretty good. Got a review of that out, and then check us out. Me and my friends over also on YouTube on Dad's Turn to Talk, all one word. And we have some fun over there. I think here in a couple of weeks, don't quote me on it, but I think we're going to have Ben Rock on, who was the production designer of the Blair Witch Project. He's been on with us. Nice. He was on with us one other time, and we interviewed him about the Blair Witch, but this time he's just going to be on just talking with us about whatever topics we're going to be talking about. So it'll be some fun to have him on.
Really? So, he has the dad show, and then, I can't really watch that because I don't see myself in the show.
No, that's how you get your father figure.
No, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see representation, so he can't watch it.
Well, the basic concept behind the show, why we call it Dad's Turn to Talk, is the idea is that we've been dealing with kids and work and spouses and
the wives always talk more.
All that stuff all day long. So now this is
yes.
our opportunity to get together and talk about the things we want to talk about.
I'm just saying,
you
the
sit
wife
there
always
and
talk
say
more.
yes, dear, or just and give the kids,
Yeah.
answer questions all day long. Yeah. You don't get to actually talk.
I'm just saying,
now it's our turn.
Women are always talking more. They'll be like in the store, supermarket. You're like about to leave. Hey, Johnisha.
That explains why we have to sit here quiet so long.
Oh my gosh. All right. What's the other? Oh no, I'll do that at a better time when there's more people up because that'll be better for that guy. I love getting on my knees for women. I love it. I love being a simp.
Why?
Oh, before we go, if you guys can, please, if you can, donate to Thor's GoFundMe campaign. Yeah, please go. I did. For it. I did donate to it, but I can only donate so much. I get paid this week, obviously. California life. But if you can't, it's fine. Just make sure you share it out if you can. But don't just retweet. That's gay. Literally quote tweet. Quote tweeting's better because you can get the further reach if you actually talk about something. Because retweets are fucking worthless, honestly. That's why you always see me quote tweet stuff. It's way better, honestly. I do want to give a huge shout out to Vaughn Coleman because last night he saved me on a one-on-one where the guy I had went full fucking retarded idiot. So go donate here, obviously, if you can. As you guys know, for me, consistent content in a shorter time frame. That's my main goal for 2025. So at the end of the year, if I can look back and say I did that, I'm good. The number of stuff doesn't matter.
I'm putting the link in the private chat. I can't post it to comments.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
The iron
WZ can. Oh, he doesn't do it. He's a mod.
I can't.
Good Lord, man. Yeah,
I said I wouldn't get it to give to you.
You're fine. Good Lord. Fucking black.
WZ posted it earlier.
He did. Yes.
Yeah.
After that, Iron Man, I'm going to try and work on getting the rest of the Cloud9 podcast episodes up on the podcast platforms. Then I'm going to do the Iron Man podcast episodes. No, there's a lot, man. There's so much to do. Then I have to do this show, all the episodes of this show, the MSK show, and then I'm going to work on getting all of my pre-recorded content uploaded to Rumble, so that way if anything happens, they still have all of that. But yeah, you guys have been awesome. Thank you guys, obviously, for always coming. Monday's always blast talking to the boys. Probably won't be doing 4 topics next week. That's a lot, but we can get a lot of work done. So next week we'll have some more topics, and if we don't have any news, I'll make something up. I'll come up with something. I have ideas. So expect way more content, expect a lot of more consistency, and expect the black man to be there in your life, unlike my dad. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll see you guys next time.